fighting evil with all our might. When the battle calls our name, we'll rise up and play the game. Forge from Uru, strong and bold, hero stories to be told. Mystic hammers, armor gleams, shining bright with cosmic dreams. Enemies fall as we stand tall. Uru warriors, heed the call. This realm of heroes fight, we defend with all our might. Uru warriors, strong and true, together we'll see it through. Standing tall despite how much you fall. Skill issues haunt us, but we answer the call. Climbing ranks with dreams so bright, only to slide back down each night. In the realm of Uru where we stay, mastering the art of losing our way. We fight with all our Uru might, yet end up back where we started the fight. Mystic hammers, armor gleams, shining bright with cosmic dreams. Enemies laugh as we rise and stall. Uru warriors, heed the call. In this realm of heroes fight, we defend with all our might. Who defend with all as we fall and true together. We'll see it through the call. This realm of heroes fight, we defend with all our might. Accept our trash as we fall and rise. Uru warriors reaching for the skies. Oh, embrace the chaos, the thrill of the chase. Skill issues abound in this endless race. Back to the bottom where we belong. The tilt is real, it claims the strong. We are
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're well. Welcome back. Good day to you all. It's that day. It's that time. We made it. It's Friday. But not only is it Friday, it's the Friday. The big Friday. The Heatwave Friday. Are they burning up? Are they burning out? I guess we're going to take a look. What's going on, Zemo coming in first? My man. Hey, cheers to you. Let me undeafen. We're going to see some boys hop on the call here. But let's get you a nice round of applause. Cheers to you, Zemo. What's going on? Jay Rushing, the Ghost Runner. Did it go through and change all of our stuff? Is YouTube screwing things up? I'm going to have to get to know you guys a whole new way. I'm far behind the tribe blubbering whales. I didn't get a rank 4, still sitting at 6. You are still one ahead of me, Jason Rushing. What's up, Minnow? What's up, Puppy? Welcome to the call, gentlemen.
Hello.
What's up, Night Brother, my man? Good to see you, Brian. Time to get truthfully shafted by Kabam, bro. Let's hope not. We're going to work our way through that. We're going to look at deals first, then we'll talk about feelings, then we'll talk about monies. I don't know. My heart is still working through it. Working through it. What's going on, Frodo? Whales assemble. Yeah, King of the Whales is here. One of them anyway. Holy smokes, the second one showed up too. Puppy and Yusafa. Welcome to the call. What's up, Jinx? What's up, Zemo?
Oh, how's it going?
What's up, Miz?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Can't lie.
Bro,
I don't think I'm quite at the same level as Yusafa in terms of whale.
Maybe not in the big picture, but for today, I heard you went pretty hard. Good to see you, Sherbons. Good to see you, Dragoon. Good to see you, Slim. Good to see you, Hake. Good to see you, Peaceful. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday.
What's up, Truth?
Happy Friday. Gentlemen on the call, happy Friday. There's a lot of blubber in this call right now.
A lot of blubber.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure that everybody spends a lot of money on this event, not just me and Puppy.
Why? Oh, Yusafa, I'm right.
Oh no. Yusafa's here to be a bad influence. That sounds
there you
awful.
Go.
Yusafa, I got enough for Torch, and I stopped there.
Oh, Zemo, see,
Okay.
that's only going halfway, dude.
Oh God, that sounds awful. Torture
For everybody on stream
hurts my soul, man.
For everybody on stream, don't spend money if you don't have it. Just saying.
Yeah.
Let's all be responsible. Let's all be responsible.
Be financially intelligent.
Simultaneously, I want to note,
I think
it's not ironic, even though it feels ironic, that Yusafa, the second of the BDEs, is telling you guys to be responsible, but he's only that because he's actually responsible and makes wise decisions financially. So
That's
we
correct.
should very much heed his advice.
We all
Heed his
celebrate that I
advice. Only spend
finally.
what you can, and if you can't, don't. What's up, Half? What's up, Bean?
Okay, hey. Oh my gosh, this guy.
What's up, Rob? You heard there's spending going on? I don't know yet. I'm not committed any direction. Let me do work on that big, beautiful deck, Mr. Yusafa. I need to take my anger out. It sounds like Jason Rushing wants a piece of your deck,
That's
Yusafa.
sus.
Big sus.
Sus. Big sus.
All I heard was go take out a 5K loan. Yusafa wants to make sure everybody spent money, but nobody spent money today to retire like I did. Did you really retire today, Half? Is this true? I've heard this for a long time.
Don't believe half.
I don't believe Half. I want to believe Half. I appreciate Half, but I don't really believe Half at this moment in time. Okay.
What's going
Let's
on
get
with
some stuff
YouTube,
shuffled
man?
around.
Like the usernames are all messed up.
Yeah, that's wonky,
I don't
bro.
know what
Yeah, dude,
YouTube's
that-
doing.
Yeah.
That's what
That's,
weird.
that's people ads. That's weird, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on.
I don't know what they're
Let me
doing.
see. Let me see what happens when I comment. Just I want to see this.
My name is more appropriate this way.
Oh, I hate seeing that. Ew.
That's ugly,
Yeah.
bro.
What the hell?
You said force my hand. I did not say force my hand, Rob. That's not what I said at all. Don't interpret it that way. I didn't spend a single penny or unit, got my spider gold from the free Nexus, and let that be your opening. GG's, Frodo. Congratulations. What's up, Nugs? Good to see you. Only thing I got today was the free 7-star Nexus. Got a new Zola. Hey, congratulations. That's beautiful work. What's going on, Jay Will? Good to see you.
Hey, Jay Will.
J Will's
Yeah,
another whale,
so
man. J Will
let's
spends a bunch.
start
Jay
this
Whale.
breakdown. Let's start talking about things. And while we're talking about things, let's go ahead and let some gameplay go. But I think the first of the things to talk about is today's promo code, which I think was a nice win. That was a solid W. That was a good gift to send
Free
out.
7-star, man. Yeah.
Free 7-star,
Not
a
even just
Nexus,
free 7-star,
right? You get a
free
little more than
Nexus.
just that
Yeah, that was good.
that 7-star. I think that was a big W.
Yep.
I think that was a big
I've heard no
W.
complaints.
Oh, that's good to
Yeah.
hear. In this
Yeah,
community,
I was
holy
surprised when I
smokes.
saw,
No
I was
complaints.
surprised when I saw a promo code for a free 7-star.
Yeah, me
Thanks,
too.
man.
So,
Yeah.
Kabam,
Did you see Jay Will's comment?
Shocked.
cheers. You did good work there. We'll give him that.
Who did I
Now-
assign myself?
To those on the call, and I'm gonna pop a little question here in the chat so we can engage with the audience. Overall thoughts, feelings, etc. on the event. Where are you guys at?
So
What are you thinking?
F. I have a couple things to say. I don't know if anybody else wants to go first, but I had some thoughts that I think will probably differ from most people. I think it was a really good event because I know people are like saying that the deals are lackluster, but I kind of prefer it that way, where it's not super overwhelming in how much people are getting. People still got a ton of stuff, right? Like you
Right.
see a bunch of rank 4s going on today, but from what people were speculating it was like 8+ rank 4s. And I think that this is a lot better because it's not totally shifting the economy. There's still like clear people who are getting way more than others, but I don't know. I think overall they did a good job in not making it super like overpowering compared to past years.
I agree.
Yeah.
That
completely
basically sums up
agree.
my thoughts as well.
I mean, it wasn't 8 R4s, it was 6, right? So, I mean, that's not
Yeah.
too much
6
of a
max,
difference.
right? 6 max.
Yeah,
No,
6
that's
max.
true. It's
Yeah.
not a huge difference, but at the same time, that's 6 rank 4s if you ignore every other part of the deals, never go for any of like the SIGs or anything like that. And at that point, I think there's for like people who have a lot of rank 4s like myself, I feel like there's some value in getting the SIGs over an extra rank 4, right? I personally took the SIGs over the full tier 6, tier 7 basic because I was like I have 15 rank 4s and not all of them are max SIG. I wanted SIGs on them. Yeah. So I think
So-
I don't know. Yeah. Go ahead.
So from a USAFA standpoint, I think that this event was good. I thought it was good. I am not, the one thing I'm not happy about this event, there's one big thing I'm not happy about this event, and I stated it in my stream, but I don't believe they should have released Torch.
Yeah.
I think
yes.
that's
I
gonna break
also agree with
that's
that.
gonna break
That
the game
hurts.
right there.
That hurts a
Yeah.
lot. Well, I think
Yeah, I don't
not
think
only
Torch
breaks the
needs to be
game
a
for
champ
sure,
in
'cause
the game.
I don't care what anyone says. I know I've had disagreements with people on this very call about the power of 7-star Torch. But 7-star rank 4 Human Torch is going to annihilate so many things. So many things.
Also,
And to put him
yeah,
behind
annihilate
$600
some-
or $1,100 worth of units, Hurts. That hurts.
I'm not gonna lie. I think, and I guess I'm going against the grain here. Apparently, I don't think Torch is going to be as overpowering in most game modes as people think.
Really?
He's going to
I
be
mean, it
very
won't
good.
be-
Don't get me wrong. He's going to be good.
won't
be-
Yeah,
good.
it won't be
But,
most game modes. It'll be like only BGs.
Is that Egatron?
War-
Let's
I
go.
don't
Yeah,
even
it's me.
think. I think it's BGs. I think he's going to be better in War. If I'm being so real, because it's like
Yeah.
I
Torch
think
was
he's going to
good
be
in-
good in BGs, but the thing I think is that the meta is going to define him like it used to.
Yeah.
Back when the
Hey,
meta
thank you,
defined
Rob.
if you could use the 6-star
bro.
or not.
Yeah,
Cheers.
and also just the defenders are much different. Like you're not usually choosing to use Torch for like Onslaught or Serpent or who else are big ones right now? Zola, Bullseye, Yelena, like all these champs who are really meta defenders right now. You're probably not using Torch for.
The
Well,
only
you're not-
you're using it for Enchantress though is one of the things.
Sure, that's one champ though. There's a lot
Funny
of
thing
champs
is,
who are just Enchantress.
Even the
Kidding.
most consistent, even the most consistent Enchantress counters still take lots of block damage. Like Juggernaut, you can still lose 20% of your health with Juggernaut. And if we're comparing Juggernaut to like Human Torch, like I don't know. I don't see him being as good as people think, because even the one like, oh yeah, he's great for Enchantress, you compare that to Photon, who's probably like the most consistent one because she can't just miss and she's got amazing block proficiency.
Well,
If
Misery,
we're saying
Misery,
that-
I'm not going to rank up any more Mystic Defenders. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
There's no point.
he wasn't going to regardless.
I don't
Like,
want to beat this up too much because we
who else
could get,
would I
we're going to
do?
go round and
I
round
wasn't
on
gonna
this,
do
and
something.
realistically, there's not going to be an answer on this for another 2-3 months. Like we need to really see how he settles in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I am going to throw on the side of I think that you guys are underestimating the impact this is going to have on the game. That's my
That's
general
fair.
opinion.
It's dangerous. I think we'll see. I think Truth is right. It's going to take a couple of months to see how things actually
Yeah.
end up settling, but it is extremely dangerous just looking at it from the perspective of Torch is no longer punching down. Or sorry, Torch is no longer being punched down on.
No.
Also, Puppy,
Yeah.
can you check line PMs?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Rob. Much appreciated. He's trying to get me in on deals. I'm shocked, Rob, by the way, that's where you're at already. But thank you very much. I appreciate that support. Let's catch up in chat. Skarko, I'm sorry. I'm sure you're usually here under another name. We don't know what YouTube's doing today, so we're all changing names for today. Was the free crystal progression locked, though? Should we celebrate 7 stars a little more quietly for the folk who only got a 6-star? Maybe that's true. At the same time, you know, I am empathetic. Also, let's beat some content. I mean, that's what this channel's
That's
about.
right.
This channel's about taking the approach and beating the game and getting better at it. It is very straightforward to get Valiant in this game today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at this point, if you don't have Valiant, I think you're either just haven't played the game long enough to have it, or you're not doing things you should be doing.
Yeah.
Valiant is, especially with
Yeah.
the fact that it's rank 3s instead of rank 4s, should be decently doable for any
Yeah.
player. to do.
Totally agree.
Valiant's
we saw-
rank 3s?
We saw Nagase. Nagase got to Valiant within like a week, right? From start to
Yeah, so did, like,
Yeah, right
Cantona,
now
so did
the
all
record, as far
the-
as I understand it, is like 2.5 days, which was Cantona.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That
If
is
we're
crazy.
talking about it
That's
though from the
insane, bro.
perspective, like if we're talking about someone who's maybe been, I don't know, like because we're talking about Nagase, who's someone who is an extremely high skill player and also knows the right things to do. Like we have to assume that some of these players, like while they're on YouTube, that already puts them above a certain percentage of the player base because they're
Totally
watching
agree.
people better than them make the right decisions. That being
Totally
said,
agree.
if they're not skilled enough to necessarily do the exact same thing as Nagase, it's like Nagase made the blueprint and yet I'm trying to replicate that. I can't do that. Like,
No, it
some
just
people
gives you
could be
some
like that.
guidelines. I mean, I get what you're saying, but
Going for today. With
Yeah,
the-
I was completely focused on rank 4 material. Like I couldn't give a crap
Yeah.
about the crystals.
Yeah.
so
Oh, we're kind of back. We're kind
there
of
were
back.
there were
think
two
we're coming
things that I
back.
was hoping from this event. That was banking 2 rank 4s for upcoming stuff, and 6 stones.
Yeah, no, 6
Okay.
stones were the big thing for me. I have like, I think I have 4 of my rank 4s or max sig, and then 11 of
Okay.
them aren't. So I really
All
want
right,
some
ladies and gentlemen, sorry about
Bruce,
that. I
yeah.
think see it in the chat. I think we're being silenced. I agree. I think that's what's going on here. It's obviously a conspiracy. There could be nothing else going on.
Agreed.
Stream's looking good now. Truth for the record.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I got caught up.
Due to crash the stream.
Appreciate you guys, chat.
That's
See you guys. Torch even eating the block damage. Gonna end fight so quick. Yeah, we're on the Torch, bro. I'm gonna kind of skip to the updated chat. So if there's something you want reread, let's send it to the end. Let me catch up. What's up, Stonehenge? Good to see you. What's up, Imbalance? Good to see you. What's up, Chase? Good to see you. What's up, Birdo? Mr. Honest Magazine. You know, it's comic more as in terms of comedy versus a actual comic. So, comedian, my man. What's up, LPP? Is okay. We're catching up. What's up, Half?
Whoa,
What's up, Cap? Good to see you.
When did you come in?
Good to see you.
Shock
What's up,
attack.
Vernon? Okay, we're caught up. Everything's crashed. We're back. We're back. Paul's doing well. They're over there yapping. So,
Mhm.
since all that's going on, let's take a look at these deals, shall we?
Oh yeah.
Let's take a
Even
look.
Faria, bro.
Truth, I'm curious. How close are you to your next rank 4?
Oh, I am sitting on one right now.
Okay.
Wait, no, that can't be true.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that is definitely not true. Okay,
You're funny.
Yeah.
You're funny, misery.
yeah.
Only reason why I'm
Wasn't
saying that is
Yeah, me
because I
too.
think the deals are solid if you're close to a rank 4.
Yeah, if you
I
want to
don't
like,
think if you're starting from 0, it's that worth it.
yeah, I was completely 0 on like rank 4 mats when I started this.
Something to note as well. It's something to note as well is it is extremely low catalysts other than like T4A and T7B. It's not a lot of T6B, not a lot of T6CC, not a lot of T5CC. Like
Yeah.
that is something that you're definitely going to have to spend like BG's tokens or Radiance on to keep up.
I agree. And to that, so here's something I do. I made this sheet a long time ago. It's very simple, very basic, and I'm not going to go through it in depth. But I made this a long time ago for these deals to be able to math out where I'm at and then what each deal would add. And so then as I'm making decisions about what I'm going to potentially purchase or not, I start mathing it out this way to try to figure out where I'm going to get to at the end. Right?
You're such a nerd.
I am a little bit of a nerd. I'm a pinch of a nerd. You saw that we don't just buy out the store. We got to make decisions, man.
No, man, you gotta buy out the store. Be responsible. Be responsible.
Truth, while I'm thinking of it, Truth, the unit bundle 2, so like the one you'll eventually select, if you select the one that's got the T6CC and T5CC in it, the unit
Yes.
bundle,
Yes.
that is a shared selector. So you pick the class for the
Yes.
T6CC and the T5CC
T5.
at the same time.
Yes. I got you. Yeah, we're going to talk through that stuff because I have some thoughts. My primary thought as I was going through this, because I was looking at it while I was waiting for something to kick off at work, was looking at these for units and then looking at the bundles themselves by radiance. Right? Because I started looking at like this first tier 1 bundle or even the tier 2 bundle and going like, okay, how much radiance is it going to cost me to get B and how much radiance is it going to cost me to get C? And so therefore, what would I rather spend my units on, presuming I need or want both, right? However, I'm going to approach that. But I want to look through these first. I want to look through these
Can I
first.
Nick Fury this? Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I think the Peter Parker's wallet's
Misery's
cool.
always on some sort of fucking timing.
Yeah, he's
He's,
doing his thing.
Hilarious.
He's doing war planning.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
is
doing his
he
thing. He's just
actually?
wild. You better believe it,
Yes.
bro. Nerds. Yeah, I feel you, Cap. I can't wait to get out to Georgia and meet you guys.
Since when
For
were
sure,
you
we
in
can nerd out together. They should have radiance in these unit deals to make it sweeter. I mean,
More importantly, we
I'd
need
rather they
Sherman to show
just made the unit deals a little bit better than adding radiance. I think radiance needs to be its own thing. I completely appreciate where they're coming from and respect that, and I like where that's at. I think the
Agreed.
Peter Parker's wallet's solid,
Agreed.
right? It's a nice way to toss in $5. Remember that this is all extra, right? It's not. We're chasing units here at the end of the day. Again, them kind of filling in the gaps on the T6 that you're not getting in some of the other deals. If you want to use your Star-Lord's loot bag. It's an interesting approach that they took in splitting up the catalysts you need among these 3 lowest piece deals. Right? I don't know that I care for
Notice, Truth, that Peter Parker's wallet is the only deal where you can secure T3 Alpha and Tier 6 Bravo.
That's pretty
That
wild.
is the only place.
Right?
So I was resource constrained based upon the Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Bravo, just because I wasn't able to get it anywhere else.
I figured, because they always do this in these events, like the Tier 6 basic and the Tier 3 Alpha that get kind of left behind for the bigger resources. So I've been hoarding a bit of Radiance so I could spend it on the basic stuff that doesn't come with the deals.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's the smart way to do it, just going forward, is just always keeping a little bit of extra currency aside, be it BG's tokens, be it glory, be it radiance, just to help get yourself topped up.
Yeah, because
Totally
it's always the little
and that's
stuff.
a very
they
good
just don't
point
include.
that I hope people in the chat listen to, which is stashing some of that currency ahead of events. That's exactly why I've been sitting on a rank 4. Barely spent my radiance. Right, I was targeting some of those purchases, but it was like, let me go gather all of my materials and then figure out what I want to do. More nerding.
By the way, Yusafa, do you have Carolina? Did you end up getting her?
Yeah, I have her.
She's my favorite
Does
champ
he
they've
have
released
Carolina?
in like
She
multiple
went,
years.
she went rank 4 2 days ago. She's awesome.
Me, you, and
Yeah,
Mustafa
no,
gonna
I
make a
rank
filthy
forward her-
spreadsheet. Let's get it, Cap.
No.
That's a lot of
That's
hotkeys that you're talking about. It's a lot of words, Cap. Hope you're ready to back that up. I had to use Radiance for
man.
Tier 6 and Tier 3. I agree. It's a balance of all the things.
I'm
Even
gonna
with
be
the regular
honest, though.
7-star shards, they could have given us full crystals. Now that 7 stars have been out for 2 years. Yeah, it's an interesting thing to work in like 3,000 7-star shards. I do agree that 7-star shards are pretty low value with the watered down of the pool, but again, that's just my perspective. But that doesn't account for people that are still chasing a lot of champs in the basic. So I'm assuming that they're working around some sort of budget that they're using to make sense, because the one thing that Kabam often does well is target making money. So
I never
Wait,
knew
what?
that.
I'm waiting for the
Feelings.
discussion about the reliquary, because I have some comments on that.
ooh, let's get through the bottom ones. Okay, so the Black Panther's treasure is interesting. Now, this is where the value is more for me, right? I'm chasing rank 4s. I'm chasing specific champion acquisition. And to a lesser extent, even rank 3s. I have most of the champs I want to rank 3 at rank 3. There's still value in those. And for me, one of the things you're going to see is, if you caught it in that spreadsheet, I'm very low on Tier 4 Alpha. So I'm kind of in a boat where there's a whole bunch of Tier 7 basic for sale. And I don't really have the Tier 4 to rank 4 much champions at the moment in time. So it definitely is weighing in my mind how I approach any of this should I continue down the road. The one thing that was interesting about the Black Panther's treasure, I think, was the small amount of SIGs. That's a weird seeming regression of SIG sale, especially when we get into unit deals, because they effectively got to a point where they're making you choose between SIGs and rank up materials. And I don't like that.
Well, also, this is the same amount of SIGs they gave last year. I think that's the biggest issue that I had with the SIGs.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it
there
really?
you go. I didn't even recognize
Yeah.
that. I lost track of updating that. But yeah, the same SIGs as a year ago is weird. Should have been more.
Yeah.
And the Odin is, thankfully,
Nitro.
less than what I expected. So my vote in the poll that I put out would have been yes, offers are less than what I had expected. And maybe I was just setting sights high, expecting to get obliterated so that we could fall back to here. But I personally think that having 6 rank 4s available for the top end, having to wail pretty hard for that, I'm happy with that. Most people getting, an extra 1, 2, 3 rank 4s doesn't hurt my soul at all. And I think it leaves the game in a decent spot for the next 6 months, right? Till we obviously get pushed through Cyber and when rank 5s come out in Banquet. They matched what they did last year. Last year it was 1.5 Tier 4 Alpha and an Odin. This year it's 1.5 Tier 7 Basic. I'm okay with that.
Alpha here still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many rank 4s are you at?
20.
20.
Damn, what? I'm close to you? Dude, am I that much of a whale?
You
Yes.
are a big
Yes.
puppy
Yes,
whale.
you are.
You are.
Yes.
You are
Yes,
puppy.
you are.
No.
Puppy.
Get it through
Okay,
your
I'm
head.
close.
How many
So,
rank
okay.
4s?
I'm close to my
All right.
21st.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not
Um,
even close to double digits yet, and yet I still don't feel like this is going to be like that big of a difference. I would be
Yeah.
concerned if this was where you'd start being able to get a full deck of rank 4s.
Yeah,
excuse me.
yeah, totally agree with that for sure.
I have
Even a
9.
half deck, like even getting up to
I mean-
half deck, that's when you're gonna start to really notice that power differential, right? When you play a puppy, a Yusafa, and you're looking at 12, 14, 16 in the deck, you're like, oof, okay, I see you.
Nitro
It's a
says
shame that
Puppy
all
should
the
change his
puppies are
name to
useless.
Whale.
No. Puppies are not all useless.
Yeah. R3 Torch took my wrench.
That is true, that is
impressive.
true.
Just
And
put it
then
up
the
there.
tricks.
Yeah,
And then
it's a
he just
mystic.
doesn't do anything.
Am I just trying to take my shirt off? Get out of here, Nitro. Get out of here, bro. When did you turn into Alberto? I did not like the SIG rank up material choice. Yeah, we'll talk about that as we get further. But that said, 20 rank 4s is crazy. Let's talk about how do you say that word again? Reliquary? Reliquary?
Reliquary,
Reliquary?
All right. So this is important. So this is
tell
an
me about
important
your
discussion, guys.
perspective.
No, this is a very important discussion. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you would not know that we are getting brand new relics to the game.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
It's going to be soon-ish, right? You know,
Next,
I would
August,
say
right?
within the year, okay, we'll be getting new relics. Now, I don't know how much information they've released on this, on what the new relics are going to look like. Have you guys heard anything about the new relics?
Yeah,
Very
just
little.
that they're gonna, just that
Just
they're going to
what
be
they told us.
targeted to specific
Yeah.
champs, and they work on
Well,
Can I
uh,
speak first?
Wait,
I feel like I
wait,
just
wait.
might know a little bit more.
Yep.
So I know that they are still class locked. I know that they are specific stat focused relics, and that
Yep.
not every class will have access to the same stat improvements.
Okay.
And I believe our first chance to acquire some is in August, and I think that they are supposed to be different acquisition methods.
Yes. All right. So Aiden is 100% correct. Absolutely 100% correct. Now, the reason why they're not continuing on with the current relics that they have is because some of them ended up being a little broken, a little
Yep.
stronger than anticipated, had unintended consequences on some of the champs that they were releasing, and they did not want to continue on with the current relics that they had out, whatever. So, in my opinion, the current relics that we have before the ones in August are released are more valuable to rank up now, to use those resources to rank up to as high as you can, because I believe that the new relics, which are going to be very stat focused, are just going to give you stat focus. They're just going to increase your crit damage, crit rate, block proficiency, special attack damage. That's what they're going to do, because it'll make it very easy for Kabam to do that. All they do is they plus up and they enhance your stat focuses for those champions.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, I think it's very valuable to rank up your current relics to rank 3 as many as you can right now.
Okay.
So I did buy every single one of those.
Interesting.
And
Is
also
there
I'm a
any
person
line
that
of
proceed-
sight?
Are they going to be changing the relic though? Are they changing the current relics? Or are they keeping those ones and adding these stat focused ones?
They're
Adding,
keeping the
as far as I know.
current ones and they're adding new ones.
Interesting. Okay,
Hmm.
so that's why you should rank them up now, because they're going to stop
Yeah.
producing that mats.
Yeah,
Judah
yeah,
says, please tell me the new relics won't have prestige impact.
I'm sure they will.
They might. I mean,
don't-
I would be shocked if they didn't. I'll say that.
Yeah, I agree. Especially
they
with
probably will.
prestige being moved back to an important part of the game, right? The shift of the
Yeah.
release of the prestige defenders and that being tied to the release of Radiance and the upcoming EQ means that prestige is being placed back at a place of, I guess, prestige. Huh?
Nitro's
Yeah,
right.
it's a new thing that you have to keep in mind when you're building your roster. Like right
Yeah.
now, up until this point, until they started making prestige a factor, everyone always talks about BGs, and then only people at the top would talk about war. Now
Yeah.
people have to start thinking about AQ and prestige.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Joe? Good to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Won't be spending. It's just bad to you. Given that you quit the game for a long time and are just coming back, I can see how this is not your bag. Yeah, I agree. To balance, all your 6 stars are at least rank 2. Mine are... I haven't been putting a ton of focus into it. I'm getting more to rank 3, again with prestige being more of a factor. I wanted to make sure that I'm doing my part for the team. I still have a long way to go, for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm doing what I need to do.
Yeah, I mean, part of that is just because the T4 alloys are just really hard to acquire right now.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it in the past, back when relics, yeah, when relics were really really popping off, it was really, really easy to get a lot of materials because that was kind of like the main chase rewards from BGs. Now it's all Radiance or BG's tokens, right? So there's a very small amount available for BG's tokens and a fairly good amount available for Radiance, but I think it's still relatively expensive.
Yes.
So, so honestly,
so it's not too bad.
point
We're
about the
actually
rank
going
three
to
gens is
crack open
huge.
the sheet here in a little bit because I want to talk through a little bit of Radiant scaling stuff when we look at some of these unit deals. But it's not terribly bad if you buy out like 1 or 2 tier 4 alloy upon reset. It's actually fairly reasonably priced, presuming it's something, again, if you're trying to push prestige in relationship to the rest of the stuff you can buy. It's not too bad. I worked my way through buying 1 to be able to rank 3 a relic recently.
BK in your chat is talking about having saved up relic shards.
Yep.
While I cannot say it with 100% certainty, I've seen a lot of discussion around people talking about the fact that these relics will have different acquisition methods than the relic crystals we are used to. So I don't want to say open everything. So okay, so then open everything.
Usofa's confirming.
Aiden's right. Yep, it's been confirmed.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, then just open everything.
Yeah,
So sorry,
it's different
BK.
shards and it's different
You
rank
might as well
material.
open it up, brother. You might as well.
Oh, so alloys straight up aren't the same thing either. Okay, wow.
What is a rotation? Rank 3 silk? I mean, you basically just want to build to your special 2 and then do a heavy into relic into combo, heavy again to get 2 furies and nuke down with a special 2 optimally. By a couple, wait for it to go on cooldown. Yeah, exactly, Nitro. Exactly.
He wants to say.
It's better than it looks.
Okay.
So like no, but at the same time it does do a fair amount for her.
Sandscript says that is terrible.
Am I missing Sans? Where's he at?
Oh, it just has an update on your end. Yeah, then.
Oh, no, I don't
So I
see. I
see
see
it on my
Sahan. Where are you at? Oh, that's Sans. Got it. I
Yeah,
see
this is the profile
Scarco. That's
picture.
what I see on my end. I don't see Sans.
Oh, yeah, it's the profile picture.
Gotta see if I can do
My
the
bad.
name stuff. I don't know. I'll have to go in my settings. Does that rotation kill rank 4s? Depends on where your RNG, Sahan. It won't be super solid. You're gonna have to try it out. See you later, Night Bro. Just get used to it, bro. Go play around. Go have some fun. When you get your toys, you gotta go play around, man. I can't answer all the questions. You gotta go feel it out.
That's what I say, bro. Every time someone asks for a rank up, I'm like, well, have you tried using them first? Who do you like more?
You never ask me that. What are you on about?
Because I know you do. I don't need to tell you.
All right, I think we're good on the
Yeah,
on
with the weird odd champs I
cash
have
deals.
to rank, of course I know how to use them.
Sandscript says, yeah, I changed that a couple of years ago. Stupid YouTube.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you, Sahan. We're good. So I think cash deals, again, I'm perfectly pleased with the event. I think there is always, of course, always room for improvement or making it better or tweak here, this or that. But again, I'm mostly pleased that everything's reasonably balanced with the exception of Human Torch. I will hold that exception. I saw Frodo mention earlier, he thought that a lot of people were spending basically up to Torch and stopping there. And I think that's going to be a lot of people.
That's gonna be me. I just want Torch.
You just want Torch, huh? Hey, there you go. Then they got their goal. I'm just glad deals were mediocre. Unit deals were pretty good. I think that's where we're going to transition now. That's a good segue. Good job, Nugget. Just like we practiced. We're going to segue into these unit deals and take a look at the value. Because I agree.
What have you gone over
unit
so
deals
far?
have a good chunk of value. What's up, Ham? Good to see you.
Hello.
Now, for me, I am mainly focused on specific champion acquisition and rank ups. And so when I say specific champion acquisition, what that means is I don't care about RNG crystals. So I couldn't be less interested in piece A over here in tier 1. I couldn't be less interested in that crystal.
Yep.
And then I got into looking at these two, right? Because I definitely want to get as much tier 7 as possible, but I don't really care about 7-star shards. But this is 10% of one, right? And then you look at this over here and you get 6 and 6, some tier 6 and tier 5, and a tier 4 alpha. And you know, there's kind of the whalish, like I want this 6300, but really this is where I got into the radiance mindset. Okay. And starting to look at how much radiance it would cost you to get this much tier 5, tier 6, tier 6, tier 3, tier 4. And the reality is you're probably closer to about 20k, or at least above 15, to get that value out of these basics and rank up stuffs versus getting this tier 7. So if you're going to spend units, you might as well spend it on getting the value of these catalysts right here and all the options that you get, and just using radiance to get your extra 10% of a tier 7. So
yeah, I think when I
at
was
least for
looking at
units,
it was like,
I think I've got enough for the first 2 bundles. And in the first one, I'm going with B. It's the best unit value, in my opinion.
Yep.
yeah, I think it's like 18k radiance for the middle one. Then
It sounds about
13
right,
or
because
14.
there's some rounding you have to do, right? Because it's radiance is actually 8 tier 6 and tier 3. It's not 6, and so there's some of that
Yeah,
aspect
it's
of
like-
it. But
And then the other one's like pretty dead even, like at 13k, because the
Mhm.
6300 is 12.5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
I agree.
even
So,
without
at the same
going
time,
into the math, like, sorry, go ahead, Drew.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, even without doing all the math, like, it's fairly obvious that Bundle B just helps with the typical squeezes we've been facing in
Yeah.
terms of catalysts.
Yeah, that's the main thing for me. It's like
Yeah.
the basic stuff is harder for me to get than some of this bigger stuff sometimes.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I knew I was going to be behind on them, so that offer was just twice through
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. And that's good for us, right? A good
I
slam
think
dunk. We
forced
appreciate when
everyone to be
Kabam gives
slapped.
us choice but makes it easy. Yeah? Like, give me choices, but make my life easy.
I am so glad that you all did choice B as opposed to choice C. I am so happy.
What was choice C?
Choice C is,
31,500. Tier 7
what is that,
basic
like-
and 1 for alpha.
10%
Yeah,
of a tier
yes, yes.
7.
10%.
Yusuf, it sounded like you did to your choice C.
Oh, I did choice C. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just,
But then I'm sure once you wound up being pinched by catalysts, maybe you wish you picked B, huh?
No,
yeah.
then I went to the rank up store and I bought some.
Eh.
oh
I,
Cheers for Unit Man, huh? 3 cheers for Unit Man. Let's go.
I swear to God, Yusuf is one of the only people who actually uses units on rank up resources. Holy crap.
Hey,
Dude, as far as I'm concerned, that makeup store doesn't even exist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
yeah.
here.
and it looks like we just found the line between Puppy Whale and Yusafa Whale right there.
There you go.
One said I went right to the rank up store. The other said it doesn't exist. Let's go.
Puppy has found the bigger fish. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, man.
I play a
I
different game
feel
than
you,
you guys.
Sans.
man.
Yes, you do.
Nah, man.
Yes, you
People are gonna make the
do.
brawl, Frodo. People are gonna make the brawl. That's months from now, and that's gonna be a video early next week. I have some thoughts. I brought B twice, 1C twice, tier 2, twice in tier 3. Dang, Nugs was going hard. Good thing you got those nuggets, bro. Those nuggets, those units. The little nugget units.
Those nuggets.
Those nuggets, man.
He's got the nuggets on him to get those
He's got the
units.
nugs on him. Still looking for a good skill champ. Sorry, Mike. I hope you get someone. Open all my Relic shards. Got a new 6-star Iron Fist. That's nice. R4 Chavez. Couldn't buy deals, so got units to get a Deathless Thanos. That's what you got to go for, man. Deathless Thanos is good value. Good guaranteed value.
Hmm.
I took mine
So
down
speaking
too,
of guaranteed
right?
value, we move into tier 2. And here I have some conflict, and we'll talk about why. It doesn't matter at this moment. You get this fantastic force. I think that's a 7-star, right? That's a 7-star selector
7-star
again.
Nexus.
Same
Nexus,
one.
Yep.
Yeah, Nexus.
Good value. There's a lot of good champs in there if you don't have them. I did pop the one we got for free earlier. I couldn't stop myself, guys. I wanted to hold for this stream. I knew we were going to yap a bunch, and I was itching. I was just scratching. I was like Tyrone in Chappelle's show, like just looking for my little crystal rock to get at it. And so I popped it, and I had a choice between 3 brand new champions. It was Omega Sentinel, Superior Iron Man, and Bastion.
Bastion.
And so I took Bastion for sure, absolutely. But I have a 7-star Bastion on the account now. I'm very excited about this.
Am I the only one that wouldn't have picked Bastion there?
No, I would have picked Omega Sentinel.
Yeah, same here.
No, understood. I've always seen her value and never cared for playing her. So
that's valid. I think I'm very much a collector. I'm like down to I think 10 7-stars I don't own.
Omega Sentinel is just a personal favorite champ of mine.
Yeah,
that's fair. So I like that. Yeah. I like the guaranteed 7-star. I like the 20 SIGs. Again, SIGs were lean. SIGs were lean in this event, depending on what you were picking. So the 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, I think if you absolutely are hurting for those mats, fine. But I personally don't think this is a good use of 3,000 units. I did not do Radiance math, to be honest. I'm sure there is some Radiance math there that can be done. But this is where we get into, okay, here's a meaningful amount of tier 4 or of tier 7, sorry, and that tier 4 alpha over there. So I personally, for me, think that this tier 2 is kind of a pick your own poison. What are you looking to do? Are you looking for the high end stuff? Are you looking for some guaranteed value in terms of 1 to 2, 2 to 3, or are you looking to gamble and for some SIGs?
Okay. One thing I'll say, the 2 to 3, just compare it to the Black Panther Vault. If you buy 2 Black Panther Vaults, that's 3,000 units, and you get 2 2 to 3 gems.
Yeah, true. That's a good point, Puppy. Very good point. Couldn't do it on stream. I couldn't, man. I couldn't wait. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so I think the middle one is the middle one I never even considered. The other two
that's fair. That I will say I'm torn between if I want to go left or right, and the middle one I have not considered either. What's up, AJ? Honest opinion, nice rank 4 material, but I thought they would have been more rank 3 gems. I mean, there is, depending on what you buy, you know what, like 6 or 7 rank 3 gems available if you go cash and through units. So that's fair.
Yeah, if you max out web store, you get 5 2 to 3 gems.
Okay.
Yeah,
but that's good insight.
I've still got 4. Because
I used all of them because I got all the new Titan champs. So
I would also throw out for you, AJ, that the balance of the Battleground store and the Radiant store is an excellent source of being able to rank 3 champions. The value you get out of your first 5 purchases of Radiance and what you can get in terms of tier 6 basic, tier 3 alpha, tier 4 alpha is amazing. There's very good value in there. So don't sleep on that if you need to rank 3 some champs.
Truth, can I call out something about the Fantastic Force crystals for a second?
Sure, absolutely.
So there's 2 big factors with this crystal that I think make it probably the most valuable saga crystal that we've gotten since they started doing sagas. The smaller pool means better odds at something good, especially because the way they trimmed it down for the most part is like the characters in the saga pool are very good, and they've still got their inclusions of limited time offer champs like the Omega Days champions, Quicksilver, Omega Sentinel. They still have Mojo in there and Angela from the Incursions crystal, and they currently have 6 characters that are in the Titan rotation. So literally a third of the Titan crystal is in this Fantastic Force crystal.
Dang. True, that's true.
So
that's fair.
So if you're looking for something exclusive, if you're looking for something to help you over the next war season, I mean that was always the case, but it's a smaller pool. It's a better pool than previous sagas, in my opinion, for the most part. And I think that's something that's worth noting. It's a smaller pool and it's a more valuable pool overall than previous sagas.
I think another thing, I think 80% of these champs that are in that crystal are champs you can't get in like the basic, because it's like there's stuff like Sentry, Omega Sentinel, a bunch of champs from the Titan. There's like champs from the Loyalty Crystal, the Incursions Crystal, like all this stuff is just not in basic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was happy with my
that's-
Quicksilver,
Yeah, I think that's
and
a
I
very
got to
good
rub
point.
Invisible
Very good point.
Stone's face.
Yeah. Like I would
What is
even
value?
mention
If I were to go
CMN,
to
honestly,
choice, I'd
if,
go C,
if
Yeah,
that wasn't
yeah,
announced
yeah.
for Raids Month.
Yeah, that's fair.
If that wasn't announced for Raids Month, yeah. But yeah.
1 to 2 gems. I see you, Sahan. Yeah, 1 to 2 gems. I mean, it depends on where you're at in the game, right? They can't tailor offers to like maximize everyone to be too much to deal with. But again, that's where
We
that
are also
radiance comes in. That radiance, those mats that you get for your glory, etc. Like all that stuff chips toward, and also the daily super event. The daily super event is where it's been upgraded to today is fantastic, and a big W on Kabam's side. I mean, you can get so many mats a week just by playing the game on a given day. It's pretty nice.
I think we're also like not even we're only considering the highest tier because like
Yes.
if people really need rank 1 to 2s, I think people at Valiant level, like below Valiant level, are probably getting access to those in these deals.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say I personally did go for B just because
Okay.
I'm in a situation where like the rank 4s are valuable. Absolutely they're valuable. But I was in a situation where I needed to save or be smart about my catalyst usage, and I wasn't necessarily willing to spend a bunch of radiance, even though it's cheap. I wasn't necessarily willing to spend a bunch of radiance on T6B, T3A, and then T6CC and T5CC.
Yeah.
It was just, it helped me. I did 4 rank ups today. Only
Nice.
2 of them were, only 2 rank ups were with catalysts. And like, from the perspective of rank 3 to rank 4, and then 1 character went rank 2 to rank 3. Everything else was with gems.
That's another great point because that's going to come into something we're going to talk about later too when I'm going down to my decision process, and it's going to tie to that tier 4A thing I was talking about. So I'm definitely holding some value in those gems to try to help balance out the rank ups. So I feel you. What's up, Afo? Good to see you. Frodo says he's trying to stay strong. $100 would get me another rank 4. Frodo, if you only knew the power of the dark side. Huh? See what Yusafa's done to me?
Frodo.
He's been here
Come-
for 20
come
minutes,
talk to
and
me.
oh my gosh, what am I saying?
No,
I don't even know where I was
agree
for that
with-
moment.
I agree with you all. In the tier 2, everybody should choose A. I agree.
Don't like. Everyone should choose A. Yeah, he always wants everyone to gamble. Yeah. I think for every offer,
Everyone
Truth gets the shirt
except
had to
me
come off.
should choose
No,
A.
no. You gonna take
That's
your shirt
right.
off, Frodo? Is
That's
that
right.
what's up? And now we get to the juicy stuff. Let's get to the juicy stuff here. Tier 3. Now, Tier 3 is far, and this is for me. So right now I have units. I can make it to Tier 2. I cannot make it to Tier 3 without spending money. It's just not going to happen. And so the question comes back again to guaranteed value. Now, I have 4 Tier 7 right now. I can technically Radiance my way to 2 more. So I can Radiance my way to 2 rank 4s. That said, that would put me at 7. And so it really comes back to that question, like I've said before, these are investment events, right? When you look at Banquet/Cyber and you look at July, you look at how much am I willing to and how much am I willing to invest in this hobby to play it at the level I want to play it for the next 4 to 6 months. That's how I view these events. That is my personal perspective, right? This is no different to me than anything I would invest money in, again, as a hobby, right? I barbecue. What does that mean? That means I gotta buy pellets and meat and go through this whole process of investing time, energy, effort, and resource into a hobby, right? That hobby has a payoff from people that I, in real life, and hopefully any of you guys, should we meet up, maybe I'll do some barbecuing in Vancouver. But then this is
Oh, yeah.
our time together.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I
This
make-
is our
I
time
make
together.
a mean burger.
Oh, well, puppy, that's grilling. That's different than what we're talking about here. We're talking
Yes,
about
sir.
barbecue.
Yes, sir.
And-
Yes, sir. You tell him, Truth. You
Classic
tell him.
puppy.
Yeah, puppy, sit down in the corner.
Classic puppy.
You're so right.
So that's how I'm looking at it. And so, I want to be competitive. I want to continue to play. I'm not going to push super hard moving forward. I do want to do one more utmost ultimate celestial push. And, after being Mysterium Melon Thumbs last season, this is all the celestial training we're doing in BGs, right? Our sidestepping, our special dexing, non-optimal matchups, right? We're working on turning these thumbs into celestial thumbs. But some of that means opening up the bank account and looking at the tier 3 level deals. And so this is where I'm going to go out here to the right. You see by my head, I don't care for C at all. Like, you might as well just throw this into the garbage. I don't want 3 7-stars, and I don't want 30 Valiant Nexus crystals where I get to choose between 2 6-stars and a 5-star. And I get it. I get it. There's allegedly occasionally a 7-star in these, and I have pulled them before. But you're not pulling more than, you know, a couple out of this thing unless you're ridiculously RNG lucky. Let's be realistic.
That's hot garbage right there.
Yeah,
Hot garbage. What's up, Skeeter's cousin?
such a
Good to see you.
waste.
Game really evolved
Joe
into
brought up
collections
a-
and resource management. Skeeter, the game's basically always been collections and resource management. It's just being amplified now. This event is trash. Wait for Cyber Weekend. I think there's balance to that. All of these resources will be, you know, less valuable, therefore you'll get more. What are you going to do between now and Cyber Weekend? You did get Omega Sentinel. Congratulations. I'm going to go A or B, depending if I get some good champs from Titans. I think that's fair. C's trash, unless you need ISO. That's for real. B, the Sig Stone, probably the best choice. So let's talk about that. I don't like this. And I don't like being forced to choose between that big fat tier 7 basic, which is nice, and a Titan crystal, and 75 Sig Stones and half of an Awakening Gem crystal. Now I will say, and our boy Lags made a good point, the fact that this is just working toward a random Awakening Gem crystal that you're probably going to get something you've already gotten before because of how Kabam's RNG works, significantly reduces the value of that half of an Awakening Gem to me. I don't find that very valuable. Don't do that. So it's really a question of 75 SIGs or a tier 7 and a Titan.
Well,
and
to be
this,
honest,
ladies and
for me,
gentlemen,
it was mainly the Sig Stones versus the T7. That was the main comparison I was making.
that is the main comparison. Absolutely.
Yep.
This is where we're going to get back into this Radiance sheet that a fellow I know made a video about, where we start looking at values of scaling, etc. And I
like
want
a
to do
weird
that
guy.
because I want to come down here. One of the things that I did purchase from the Radiance reset, because I was trying to work on my prestige, were 7-star Sig crystals. And so they're offering us right now 75 Sig stones. You get 5 per batch. I bought 5 batches. That's 26,000 radiance. Okay, so call it 1,000 radiance per Sig stone. So the value that I'm getting out of this is 75 of these, or about 76,000, that I could just buy SIGs. Is it right now? No, it's not. Is it over time? Yes, it is. Then come in here and look at my tier 7 basic, just a puppy's point. That's 125k. So in terms of my other resources that I need to try and manage and make the most of, you're basically charging me a 50,000 radiance premium to get those Siggies, and I still get a Titan on top of it. So for me, because I'm willing to kind of play a slower game and not rush to the Sig Stones, and I don't see a ton of value in this Awakening Gem, A is significantly better value than B, in my opinion.
Well, if you're gonna spend, there's always the on the website track too.
Understood.
Because you
But
got a
we're
lot
just
of
talking, we're just looking through unit stuff, right? Because we want to maximize this deal. I'm just saying, I don't like being forced to choose. I think they should have stuck some of those SIGs in maybe the 2nd tier offer and flipped some gems into the 3rd tier. Like, let you pick between rank 3s or rank 4s and let you pick some SIGs. Now, they did put the 20 SIGs in from the saga, and that's cool. That's some SIGs. But I find tier 3 to be pretty imbalanced, and I think A is far and away the best value.
I think I wish they had made that 7-star not a Nexus and given it 50 Sig Stones for tier 2A. That's kind of what I
Maybe.
wanted. I just like, because the value on SIGs is so high to me right now, because it's just like it's very hard to get, And to your point, if you wait like a month, it's a month, right, when the Radiant store fully resets.
I think we're a couple weeks out. It's a 35-day cycle, but it's been going for a while.
No, they just refreshed it. Well, not refreshed it. They extended the timer on it. It was said like 14 days or something the other day. So they extended it because it was gonna expire. It said 3 days and something hours like last week or something. Or
The Radiant store resets in 11 and a half days.
Yeah,
but
so for me, it's like I have to wait 3 months to get that value, by which time I feel like the basics are going to be more common, whereas the 6 stones, which should have become more common last year, have still not become common. I find it weird because the 6 stones still aren't that common, but that's not to sway you in either direction.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, again, for me, this is just my thought process, right? I'm just explaining how I'm comparing resources, etc. So, yeah,
just a thought.
If I go down this road, we'll be 100% choosing bundle A on this one.
Okay, so just a quick question for anyone that spent. How many rank 4s did you get out of it?
I think 2 full ones.
More than 1.
I
got 4 for mine.
That's why I didn't get choice B. Choose A twice. I feel you.
I got 5, and then a extra tier 7
Well,
basic pushed me to a 6.
I
already had.
I have 4, but I only ranked 1 because I'm stupid. I actually don't have free will. I'm not allowed to rank up anyone right now.
Rintra, a good defender. He's okay, Sahan. He's a meat shield.
So
do any of us really have free will, to be fair?
I do.
No.
Yes.
I had 1 going into this event. I walked away with 3 total. I've used 1. I'm saving 2.
What's up, Instinct? Good to see you.
I'm saving 3, but I would love to rank up Zola, Spider-Woman, or Danos.
Just to back a little bit on Puppy's point about the SIGs.
Yeah.
I think Kabam is intentionally trying to keep them scarce because of how long the 7-star lifespan is. I genuinely think for a long time, because we're only getting rank 4s now, and people have had SIG 200 rank 3s, and some people, Yusafa, I'm looking at you, had SIG 200 rank 2s. So I think it's an intentional squeeze because we still have another 2 full ranks of the 7-star lifespan to go through.
What a whale egg.
That they're going to keep the SIGs scarce. They're going to keep making it hard for people to acquire a champion and immediately take them to SIG 200.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't like a criticism at them. It was more of a this is why I think the SIG stones are more valuable.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And I think that I don't think their value is going to change or diminish as we go.
Yeah. I'm just willing to be more patient.
I think that's the case. I think it's because they're just going to keep making it this difficult. I don't think it'll be harder, but I don't think it'll get much easier than this as we go over the next couple of years and go to 7-star rank 6s. I don't think SIGs are going to change that much in how many are available to us.
What's up, Kanga Jenga? Good to see you. No, I like that. I think it's just a matter of timing, right? Because, like, for instance, to Puppy's point, like, Puppy, how many rank 4s do you have?
I have 12, and I am holding 3 right now, so I have 15.
Okay, so, yeah, you have 12, and you're sitting on 3. Tier 7 basic does not hold the same value to you that those SIGs do, right? You want to SIG these champs. For me, I'm on the other side. I got 5 rank 4s trying to get that up. I care less about my champs being SIG 200 and much more about having more rank 4s. I think it's just kind of that point of the game, right, where I see the value. I'm much more willing to get my SIG slower over time because I need my rank 4s more now than I need SIGs now.
Yeah, no. I again, it wasn't like a comment on it being wrong or anything. And I totally agree with you. I think if you're on lower amount, it totally makes sense to go for more rank 4s while you can get them. Because a lot of people don't rank like I rank. People will rank the champs that they think are really strong, that they've already been sigging up. You know, your Deathless Thanos, your Serpents, etc. Not these like random champs that I like to rank. So I think it makes a lot more sense to go for ranks as opposed to SIGs for most people. Vast majority of people.
So it's just interesting to hear the different perspectives because I think your argument's completely valid, right? Or your perspective is completely valid. It makes sense.
Puppy ranks are goated, Kyle.
That's another reason why I take 6 stone from the super event. Me too, Nugs. I absolutely take that every day.
Kyle
I took
says
Torch,
no one
Dark
ranks like
Phoenix,
Puppy
Dust, Shothra, Silk, Red Skull, Yelena to rank 4, half What a retirement gift to yourself.
Jesus.
What a retirement gift. The instinct truth, if Yusafa approved these deals, tell him they are trash. Yeah, he did. Yusafa approved for sure. What's up, Kaus? Good to see you. Good to see you. Now here's where my real conflict starts. Because ultimately, I kind of went through a list of history and I started looking at videos and old stuff and thoughts about where Kabam's at, progress that's been made, wins and losses and stuff. Because ultimately, when Heart of Fire came around, I told you guys I didn't think Kabam had earned our money. And I stand by that, by the way. They got me because I said from the very beginning of the whole thing, when I stopped spending on the game, if Tigra shows up in Heart of Fire, I'm a defeated man. And I was defeated, right? And I chased the Tigra, and then you wonderful, loving people in community and chat, including our boy Yusafa, our man here, Yusafa in chat, took me across the finish line, bought the Dark Phoenix and all the things, right? And so that's where we wound up in that event. I would not have done that beyond the Tigra because of where I think we're at with the game and the improvements that need to be made. Just general consensus and feelings from my side. But once again, Kabam has conflicted me in all of this because I can't say I didn't think that this would happen. It was entirely reasonable, but they kind of got me with this tier 4 deal. We get to the 6750 before we get to loop back through, and you get to select one. A Titan Nexus crystal? Solid. An Omega Days selector. Ooh, I've been wanting that. I never got that mole man. Never got that long shot. But lo and behold, the CCP challenge selector. Now, what did I tell you earlier? Selectively targeted champion acquisition. And there are definitely 2 or 3 big champions that my deck is missing unquestionably. And can anyone guess who one of those champions is?
Spider 99.
Stark Enhanced Spider-Man.
I think there was
Someone kick Puppy from the call, please.
There was a lot of different opinions there. I just heard it. That's all I heard.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I am the idea of getting a Starkey, like I've literally still to this day either have to ban Starkey or oftentimes regret not banning him when there are other options I have to take because he's so good at so many matchups in this game. And I can't justify running the 6-star because he's just not going to take the matchups I'm going to use him for fast enough versus just bringing in other options, right? So
I very intelligently went from a Sakura over someone like Quicksilver or Mole Man. I'm very smart.
Yes.
I might Titan Nexus.
I didn't need the Titan Nexus because I'm saving mine now because I got Yelena. The only one I'm missing is Jean Grey because I got Bastion. I got Bastion and Yelena, so I can save 6 Titans and then a Nexus for the next batch.
Yeah, I already have every single champ that's been released for the next Nexus, so I'm not super concerned.
Oh, he's ready to go.
I don't think I need Jean. I don't think she's the most important right now.
That's about where I stop because being realistic, there's a 0% chance I'm going to convince myself to go any further than that. Because getting a Starkey, getting an Awakening Gem gives me what I need, right? I have my champ acquisition. I currently have 2 rank 4s in the bin, let's call it. I would have to buy some Odins and stuff to get here. So the way I math it out, I basically wind up working myself to being prepared to rank 4 3 champions and, you know, be able to then have Radiance my way to another, etc., etc., etc. The question is, do I want to spend $400 on this game? And it's one I've been wrestling with all day. And the people on call and in chat are almost never going to try to guide you the right way. Because you heard how quickly Puppy said that. And we know what Yusafa's answer is going to be. It's going to be...
Hey, wait, hold on. I actually didn't say anything that time. That was not me.
Oh, it wasn't you. God, okay.
Wow.
It must have just been, yeah.
I know we sounded like...
coming in. Ham coming in. That's a lot, man. And... yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm wrestling with that. I don't see myself pushing the torch. I'm gonna be realistic. It's Human Torch. I get it. I love Human Torch, but $600 to get to a character in a game, you know. And then circling back through all these things. Now, there was a good question in the chat.
That's the wrong way to think about it.
Okay, listen,
By the time
you don't need to worry.
Yeah.
I mean,
By the
Human
time
Torch
that
is
you-
a very bad character. He only does fights in like 20 seconds. It's not that bad.
So
Thanks, Ham. What were you saying,
you
Ed?
buy off the web store, right?
I haven't bought anything,
So
but I
what
will
I'm
be
just saying,
buying
like,
off
when
the
you
web
do
store.
end
Yes.
up-
Yes.
Okay, so the torch available in the web store is not that far off of the amount that's equal to the units to get yourself that tier 4 bundle. It's close.
Yes.
It's not the
It's
full
close.
600, but it is a little bit more than what you've mentioned your limit is.
Torch is in the center of those deals. He was not the end of the.
Yeah, he's not at the end. He's at
Yeah.
600. Right.
Is that what that ends up totaling to? Because I think that's close unit-wise to what it is. But
I thought the
could be wrong.
unit one. I mean, the units. Wasn't it 39k units you have to spend for Torch?
Something
No,
like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So there's two versions of Torch available. There's one in
Yeah,
the web store
yeah,
track,
yeah.
and there's one in the in-game track.
Yes.
The one in the in-game
Understood.
track,
No,
yes, is
we're
like
aligned now. I'm
39,000
with you. Yeah.
units.
I'm just
Yes,
so I'm at
but the one in
600
the web
bucks.
store is less.
Right, 600 bucks for the one in the web store. That's all I
You're
have.
thinking about this wrong. You're thinking about this wrong.
Okay.
So, truth, you've already decided that there is enough value in this track to spend $400 on, right?
I'm wrestling with getting myself to spending $400. I'm not committed,
Right.
Usafa. Yes.
All right,
I'm
all
wrestling.
right. But okay, so let's say you have agreed that there is enough value for $400 worth of purchase. All right.
Okay.
So now, is a 7-star possible rank 4 torch worth $200? Like any day, any other day, any
Aside.
other day other than today, they send out an offer saying for 6,000 units, you can have a 7-star torch. Any other day, would you take it?
Yes,
The answer
I
is
probably
yes.
would.
And if you
'cause
say
I
no,
have
you are
said-
lying through your freaking teeth.
No, you're right. Because I have said that if Starkey showed up for the 9,000 units, I would do it. I've said that. So therefore, if Torch would show up for 2/3 of that, I couldn't say I wouldn't do it.
Yep.
Over budget.
So fair.
Woo.
But that's still stacking
Bunch
though.
of people
But,
over
it
budget.
is-
Let's go.
It's not any other day though. It's not any other day. And there's a big difference between Torch shows up for $200 or I'm spending $600. There is a difference there, Usafa. There is a difference. I know it's just timing, but there's a difference.
All right. Hey, I think there should be as few torches in this game as possible. So
Agreed.
I'm glad you don't think that that he is worth $200. Got it. I'm very happy.
Good to know that today you may be here to be on my shoulder encouraging me down a road, but you're not necessarily wanting to pave it with the green brick road in front of me today. Good to know. I totally forgot about 2099. I think there's more whales in chat than in the ocean. This is a blubbery chat right now for sure. $400, that is someone's daily or even weekly paychecks. Totally agreed, Brian. But again, this is also to then where Usafa is telling me that's a way, I'm not looking at it right. I agree that that's true, but I also agree that even people where that is their daily or weekly paychecks, if you ask them what they would invest in their hobby over 6 to 12 months, that then when they told you it was $400, $500, $1,000, you wouldn't find that unreasonable. So
yeah,
that's what we're talking about. These events are the reason I grind arena. Yeah, like I've always told you, Nugs, I'll always grind work over grinding arena. I'm being realistic. I will go work more hours to earn more cash versus grinding arena. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I use this analysis every single day. It's like you work a day at McDonald's, you'll make more than you make doing arena for a month.
Yeah, 600 for Torch, 40k
I've never heard
units.
you use that analogy.
Yeah, 600 from a cash perspective, I get it. And I'm glad, by the way, they give both people routes. It's expensive. Who's going to sponsor Truth to get Torch? You're funny, Joe. Get out of here. Don't spend 400, spend 800.
Let's
you
make it happen.
Bringing that other $400 half? that what's going on? Can't even sponsor myself for McDonald's Happy Meal. I'm sorry, BK, man. I hope that the work stuff turns around. I hope you find a path. Enough yapping, start buying. Start buying. All right, Hake, all right. Now, before we get there, because I do have more yap, you know, I've always got thoughts and feelings, bro, for sure. I'm a human.
For real.
Someone brought up the question about the tier 8 stuff, and I don't know what's there. I haven't seen what's there. I'm likely not going to see what's there. One of them's 2024. I think that's straightforward. What is the picky picker selector? Who can?
That is limited time.
Something terrible. Yeah, it's like launch pool. It's like gifted pool.
Gifted guardians. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of different limited time pools. To be honest, most people have most of the good champs in there already.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's there in case you were hunting someone specific and missed the opportunity, but for the most part, I would say absolutely you should not pick it.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
Ghost Runner
Okay, good to
says
there you
gang
go. I think it was Sahan that asked, that is the picky picker. It's all of your gifted guardian base pool, selector pools in one thing, so you can go pick yourself a specific
Oh,
champ.
and the other one was 2023, I think.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
2023, so that's most people's access to what, Onslaught? If they
Yeah,
don't have
Onslaught
it?
or Silk.
Yeah.
Onslaught, Photon, Silk, Kushala. Okay, so that's still not a bad.
Yeah, but
No,
again,
not
it's
at
just
all.
like if you're missing a very specific champ, you've been hunting that type of thing. Otherwise, you can probably just go for something else, like a tier 7
Why are they
basic.
giving everyone access to Silk?
There we go. Okay, now we can shuffle everything away. Let me bring you all where you're supposed to be. We got 50 people here, by the way. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Cheers. Please smash the likes button for me.
14 likes, shameful.
Hit the like.
Let's
hit the
get
like.
those likes up, ladies and gentlemen.
So Han, it was the only thing that was different from the Pool Shields one was the 2024 champs, but most people have those anyway. So yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Ghost Runner's, here's the Ghost Runner's message. He said, "Dang, I went to town, got ice cream with my daughter, and came back home, and Truth's still yapping."
Yeah, come on, Ghost. You knew was
There's
going
a
to
lot
happen,
to
Ghost
talk
Runner.
about.
You know what was going to happen.
There's a
To be
lot.
fair, I've had like 10 people on call who are also yapping. It's not just me. But I also
sorry.
yap a lot.
Yeah, but you're the
Oh.
host, so you're taking
That's
more
true.
of it.
While
Oh
I
my
think of it,
goodness.
actually,
So
while I
Good
think
Slim
of it,
coming in.
I do have a question for you, Safa.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Slim.
So, given that we are now about at the halfway point of the calendar year, do you regret using your
No.
2025 champion thing on
No.
Zola? No.
No, I mean, I must. Everybody in this chat would admit that Zola has been one of the premier defenders so far
True.
this year, right?
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. No one's going to argue that.
And the value of that 2025 selector goes down as it gets further in the year, in my opinion. So
Okay.
I still stand behind picking Zola and awakening him and setting up to Sig 200. I rank forward him today. He's fantastic.
Hey, what's up,
Okay,
Abdo?
so the answer is
We've
no.
literally been
Thanks.
talking this whole time. I'm still yapping about deals and values and stuffs and things. Yusafa's
wanna-
a little Yusaf devil on my shoulder trying to get me to spend a bunch of money.
So speaking of the Yusafa Devil, I want to point out Slim just super chatted $20 to you.
He did. Thank you so
saying,
much,
I'll
Slim.
start.
Cheers,
This
brother.
is also
Thank you.
not having ads every 3 minutes during streams. But if anybody's thinking about super chatting Truth for the remainder of the stream, please wait until after he spends his money. All right? Because that is the way how you entice him to spend more money. Is wait till he spends his money, his allocated budget, and then we can encourage him by giving him drips and drabs to spend more. Okay?
He's the
we thinking
devil.
that image of like
Yusafa knowing all the tactics to get people to spend more money.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
for
right. That's
It's
right.
got me thinking of
About
that
values.
image, that cartoon image of like broken
Value.
faucet.
When we're talking about values, though, Abdo, it was more like comparative values as opposed to objective values. So that's more what I'm talking about. Radiance of this versus units of that.
LOL, have.
Yeah, you guys are good.
I love how
Yusafa
the
ends up
stream
with
is
every
just
champ
turned into
regardless. Selector doesn't feel like it matters that much. That is fair. That's a fair
Can't
point.
turn to stream BGs.
No.
Why?
So some
I
last
am playing. but I'm
little
not streaming.
yap
I
before
tell
we
you.
get into real stuff here.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm
Yusafa
down
gives me
on
real
voice
life
right
Tony Stark vibes. That's so true. Also, don't super chat. Send via PayPal if you can, so he gets more bang for the buck. I would have to dig that link out somewhere. I don't know that I have any of that, but yes, I do have a PayPal. I suppose I do have a link somewhere.
Brodo says Yusafa gives me a real life Tony Stark vibes.
I wanted to talk about Kabam, and because one of the things that kicked off down this whole road was, have they earned our money? Because one thing for it to be a hobby and fun and games and stuff. Later, Abdo, thank you. There's a question of, have they earned it though? I think that's still a reasonable question. I think it's a realistic question, because that was a part of what kicked off this whole conversation back in March, end of March, was, you know, the whole boycott conversation, the whole, here are stuffs and things and problems. And yeah, I will. I'll post something else. Give me a second. Let me yap a little bit more. Dang it. Okay. Improvement since then. You know, the reality is that the things that have been addressed since March have been outstanding in the game for multiple years. I started, as I was digging around, to look through kind of like deal projections and thoughts and where are we going to wind up. Likes to listen to my, get out of here, Half. I'm trying to talk to the people. I'm trying to get us on the same page. Divided we fall, bro. Okay. When I was looking through previous deals, I started looking through previous videos, and so I found videos talking about us dealing with cheaters in Battlegrounds in January of 2023. That's 2.5 years ago. Issues with the stores, you know, halfway later that year. Kabam finally acknowledging the AI in late 2023, addressing modders in BGs in late 2023. So again, this is almost 2 years ago. You know, ban waves post Necro, issues with war tactics, issues with AI, issues with war, issues with BGs, issues with AI. All of these things that we're still dealing with, but are now, you know, at least being more openly worked on, have been going on for years. And we finally hit a kind of a breaking point, right? A pushback point. This stuff needs to be addressed. And so the question becomes, have they addressed it sufficiently? And I think there needs to be, at the very least, a little bit of clap, yeah? For some of the moves that have been made. I think the regular communication and being more open and addressing things has been very good. I think them, you know, the ban wave and how they were working through those things recently have also been good. Now, modders are definitely still a significant issue in Battlegrounds, unquestionably. At least half the people on this call right now, if not more, I'm willing to bet have matched a modder in the last 48 to 72 hours and have lost points to that.
Yeah, I matched a modder 5 matches ago.
Yeah.
You have it. So it's still an issue. I think there should be some kudos for Radiance. I think the jury's still out a little bit on how it affects the overall game, but I think giving choice and accessibility to a variety of people and letting us work through how we want to approach the game is good. I think they've rolled it out into the other game modes in a reasonable time. I think it remains to be seen some other things. We'll get into that in a minute, actually. I'll just make a note. I think Vancouver is a massive, massive win.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I think continuing to promote that type of thing and bring this community together more. Big W. Big W. I think there are still issues, and I have a couple of specific concerns. We haven't really heard 3 specific pieces of feedback that I'm still looking for that I consider outstanding issues. And I think they're important ones that need to be addressed. I think that I haven't heard anything about the expansion of the future Battlegrounds modes and also like decay and the decline button. So all of that, there was kind of a plan, right? The big Kabam crash post. There has been no timing to any of that. It's been acknowledged, hey, we're still working on it. It's still a thing in the background. But when there's no action owner or date, I'm hesitant. I'm always hesitant. there's been no feedback on the reduction of currencies in the game. Now that we have Radiance rolling out, and now that we're doing this thing, and that kind of ties to the third thing that still concerns me, is we haven't heard anything about the game being too big and how we're going to trim the fat and streamline what works to make this game more playable, and really realistically also, when I don't say more playable for me, easier for them to manage. Because at the end of the day, I'm all for help us help you. Like, we're complaining and getting upset because of things we want to see in the game or are expecting to see, and that haven't touched bugs, right? Constant Alliance War bugs and shifts, constant bugs in Battlegrounds and season starts. Let's talk about the fact I haven't been able to see a draft screen in Battlegrounds for 6 months. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, honestly. But
should have been fixed so long ago.
What can we trim? What's going to be trimmed? What's the plan? What is the plan to trim what's not working and streamline what is and tie all this together? I haven't heard it. I haven't seen it. At the same time, while we haven't heard about those things, we have still been getting regular communication and feedback on raids, on war, on modders, to a lesser extent AI, but it's still come up a little bit. I think we've hit a point where it's reasonable to say that Kabam is continuing to put in work enough that if you're going to play this game, it's worth continuing to invest in them. I hope that doesn't change the next 2 months. That's my final big concern. Has this all been set up to get us to spend money on the last 3 events? Or are we actually on a path of continued progress? And that is why I will be going to Vancouver. I will book my stuff. We can make that official. I'm gonna go up there. I want to shake hands with the people who work on the game. I want to shake hands with the people who participate in the community and who can make it, and try to continue to unify community, to move this thing down a positive direction, and to help the community help themselves and help Kabam help themselves, so we can have a fruitful future together. Some symbiosis. That's where I'm at in my soul.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be there? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there.
And to meet Yusafa. Yusafa, that's presuming I can't find a way to meet you
is gonna be
earlier
there
in August.
Well, look at Truth, you get to see him twice then.
That's right.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, my yap is officially done. I've officially finished yapping. I'm done.
Whale.
I'm not gonna yap anymore.
Whale time. Yapping over. Time to whale.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much yapping over. Time to invest a little bit. I'm gonna go get Starkey. I want Starkey. I need Starkey. I need Starkey.
Yusafa, Music Man Joe asked in chat if you have your own Iron Man suit.
What's up?
You must have one, right?
Wow. Dude, you should see my office, man. It is just populated with. My brother does 3D modeling, and man, he's made me so much stuff. It's great.
I have a bunch of friends who do 3D modeling. I've gotten some stuff from my Jeep.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Dang.
I think, just to keep backpacking off of what Truth is bringing up there, I think Kabam has done a much better job of trying to make the game better over the last couple of months. Not to say they've never done work to keep the game moving forward or something like that. I feel like it hasn't been perfect. I don't think it'll ever be perfect. I'm not even asking for anything close to perfect. But I think we're starting to head in a little bit of a better direction. They're taking things like the Trello board in terms of communication a lot more seriously. And I know people meme on it. It was never properly maintained when they first introduced it, so it will forever be memed on. But now that it's got weekly updates, it's a very good window into what Kabam is tracking and paying attention to. The bringing back Battle Realm Brawl, or the Vancouver trip in general, that is another huge win. Raids month, experimenting with Raids month is another huge win. As much as I really hate to admit it, last war season, as much as I personally didn't enjoy it, they needed to do it because I know not everyone loved it, especially people at the higher tiers, but I understand that people at lower tiers, some were getting their butts kicked, some were really loving it and loving that experience, and I understand why they decided to experiment with it.
Yeah, it shook things up. It was great. I thought it was fun. Yeah.
Like, coming from the perspective of someone who's never wanted to see war get shaken up past just having a new map, like for me, I was thrilled when I saw we had the new map come out back in February. That was amazing for me.
Yeah.
I was initially way more harsh on a big thing than I am right now. I was a lot more sour on it when it first started. Now we're here after War 12. Did I love it? No, but it was interesting. They have something there.
I'm gonna give some pushback on the war thing, but besides that, I totally agree. I think, I mean, I said this in Truth's last stream, I really like the direction Kabam has been heading recently. It feels like there's a lot more open communication, and it's like, it makes it easier to justify the amount I invest in the game, right? It's like, I like playing the game, I like the community that I'm a part of, and spending on a game that I think of as a hobby, and they're actually trying to make it better, it feels good, you know? Maybe not always looking at the bank account feels good, but you know.
Yeah, no, I hear that. But
it's like I like it.
Yeah. Truth knows this, the AOH guys know this. I was very close to just retiring about 2 months ago. I am glad I stuck around. While I don't think I ever intend to be a huge BG's pusher anymore, like a lot of you, I don't have the same love for the mode as I used to, and I don't think that's going to change. But at the same time, there is enough going on in the game, there is enough in the future of the game past BG's that I think it'll keep me around for at least another decent while longer. But yeah, Truth knows how close I came to just calling it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, from my perspective, the reason why I keep coming back to the game every day for the past 11 years or however long it's been, is no other game have I ever played, nor have I ever heard of anybody playing, where the developer community and the developers and the company who published this game are as open to the user base. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the other day, I got a private message from Kabam Honeydew, who, if you guys don't know who she is she's the one who did Shathra and Carolina. Absolutely fantastic. And the access that we have, they may mess up, right? And we may have comments, critiques, suggested fixes, frustrations with them, but they are extremely open to the community, and I think that's fantastic.
I 100% agree with that. The transparency and yes, I mean, from the perspective of being a high tier war player and a member of the CCP and like one of their biggest spenders, period. Like, you do have a little bit more access than Joe Schmo, for example, but in the same breath, just even something as simple as the main community Discord becoming a thing. Like, the developers are on there fairly regularly, especially the community team. Yeah, for sure. Like that type of access is very, very, very not uncommon for the industry.
Yep. Well, shit. I mean, Karate Mike used to be a player, right?
Yeah.
Now he's a player. Now he's a player and in charge of the community. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and we've had not DLL, like Janik used to be a player and is now in the background. Yeah. MSD's doing stuff for them now. Kabam Dork, like these are all like former. These guys were us, right?
Yep.
And that's not to say that they aren't anymore. It's just that they have the additional responsibilities of being person on staff. But they're deep down, they're like exactly like us. They care about this game. There's a reason why they're working for the company. Like, they started where we started, just loving the game.
Just want to point out that Truth posted his PayPal.
I did.
Oh, for God's
just
sake.
because Juju was giving me a hard time
And
about it.
immediately someone
We've
did,
won.
someone did a super chat. Someone did a super chat immediately after the PayPal.
On
did.
another,
Cheers,
on
thank you. I'll
another
get
note-
back to it. I'm working on my PayPal stuff here in the background on the website. I am mid whale mode here, so I can't see the chat. Thank you very much to whoever that
On
was.
another note,
Jason makes me laugh because he goes, "I got bills and crap," and still gives you $5 through super chat. That's great.
Aaron from
That's
Ohio also
love.
says that doesn't sound like denial of having an Iron Man suit for you, Safa.
I do not have an Iron Man.
Or does he? That's what he wants you to think.
Something someone who doesn't.
I think we
have
got
an
that squared away.
would say.
Yeah, honestly, I
Exactly.
think Kabam has come leaps and bounds in recent times. I'm very happy with it.
And I think the biggest thing actually about it is just the transparency. Like, while
Yeah,
I can't say with certainty that they like a lot of these big changes that we're appreciating, like the Radiant store, like stuff like that, we can't say one way or another 100% certainty this wasn't stuff that they were working on, but this was stuff that they communicated as a result of us voicing our frustrations. And if at least we've reached a happy medium where maybe they don't tell us everything that's coming up, but they at least tell us enough that we know that they're listening, like they seem to have been now, and that continues going forward. I have no issues about this, like seeing where this game goes.
Yeah.
Said you're stalling truth.
I am
Well,
stalling.
we're kind of yapping.
100%, bro. Oh, you guys are doing a great job. This is why you're on the call. This is exactly what you're here for.
Yeah.
This is our job.
Wow. Half says
Yeah.
Mustafa
You get
is
paid.
new, not Iron Man.
Yeah,
Safa's just
Truth DM'd me and told me to
crazy, bro.
filibuster until he actually could stop stalling.
Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. Jason, who is that? Oh my gosh, I can't see the picture. It's too small. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Spending 800,000 for Human Torch is just too much. I got built. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Exactly. Well, in this case, it's 600. If we want to be fair. If we want to be fair, I am mid purchases
be
right
fair,
now. Good to see you, AA Ron. By the way, good to see you, Alicents.
What is that? Oh no.
Just finished
There's
my
a danger
doctorate.
in my
Still no
room.
wailing. Bro, get out of here.
There's what?
There's a- there's a-
Hank says that he finished his doctorate before Proof wailed.
Get out of here.
There's a
bro.
bee in my room.
All right, we're claiming stuff. Claiming stuff here.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay,
a long time
so-
of claiming. Personal
So
experience.
one last thing we were talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
That's crazy.
please
Um,
optimize how you claim stuff in this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We were talking about like gems and stuff like that, and I think that logically speaking, like if I was just going to spend $400, you would say buy 4 Odins, right? Like highest top end value. But because
Yeah.
I'm struggling with my tier 4 alpha, I'm actually gonna buy a couple of the Black Panthers to get the 2 to 3 gems to save myself the tier 4 alpha on champs that need to get ranked up. For instance, the Starkey we talked about.
Fair.
Hey, Truth, by the
Yeah.
way, your PayPal that link doesn't work.
Okay.
Oh no.
Thank
$5
No,
a
stop
month.
it! Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Are you doing what I think you're doing?
No. I'm just getting ready, man. I'm just getting ready.
Okay. That's what I think you're doing. So.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I opened it and it was not loading, and I was like, "Oh, is this on my end?"
Fair enough.
Oh,
And the puppy.
dude. I have 173 7-stars, not including dupes.
And what's my total at now? Actually, that's a very good question.
Well, the only reason I know now for certain is because I had to put it all out on a
All right, let's see
Google
if I can make
sheet.
this work.
I'm at 165, so I'm not too far behind you in terms of acquisition.
Oh yeah.
I'm missing.
right
I'm
there.
missing like 8 champs.
This
I don't
July
even-
4th was the best thing I've ever happened because I finally got Sauron as a 7-star.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Damn.
Let's
So
go!
bad.
I don't know. I
Dude,
don't know
they-
how long it's been since 7-stars have been in the game, but I know he's been base pool, and I have not been able to get him until just now.
You know what's so
I
crazy?
still don't have Mantis. Mantis is in base pool and it's been base pool since day one. I still don't have
Is
her.
this
House
just a
says
little
just-
over 2 years now? Am I crazy?
The base
I
pool,
think
yeah.
it's just over 1 year.
No, the
Just over
base.
1 year,
seriously?
okay.
The base pool? What?
Has it actually been
No,
2
it-
years?
No,
Yeah,
it's been
no,
No,
it's
longer
been
than
2
that.
years.
it has to have been
Because-
2 years. It has to have been 2
Yeah.
years because then
No,
Because-
Yes,
yeah,
2023.
no.
Yeah, 2023. Yes, 2 years.
No, no.
I think it's been
no,
longer than that
no.
because it came up before Necropolis.
Mm-mm.
Than that.
No. So it came
Just
out
before
Necropolis.
Necropolis.
No. Necropolis
Okay,
popped
well, let's
up
do
in
this. That's not
like
gonna work. I
November,
have to do
December
something different
2023.
with PayPal.
I mean, that's when
Because it
Zeus
popped up
starts
the same time as
Silk is
WCW.
2023. Silk is a 2023 champ. The same
That's
year
what
that
I'm saying.
Next was. 2 years
That's what
ago.
I'm saying.
Launch Pool
So
is
it
like
was-
older than that.
No. Launch Pool came out in like I want to say March or April 2023.
Yeah, because there was a whole different event. That's when like the OG champs came out, and there was
Exactly,
that's when they introduced the Shooting Star Quest.
Yeah.
Enough. I guess
Yeah.
it is 2023. I could have
Yeah,
sworn it was
crazy.
earlier.
Oh, I'm so old.
It's kind of funny, and I think Jinx will especially find it funny. But I am missing a total of 12 champions who are 7 stars. One being Ultron, one being Vision, because
want-
just
I
didn't
want
get them.
Ultron so badly.
Namor, Moleman, Kang, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen, Hulkbuster, Corvus, Carnage, Black Cat, all these champs who are in very specific crystals. And the lone survivor from every other crystal, Bishop. This champ.
No,
No
this is
way. No way. That's crazy.
no, puppy, please
Dude,
tell me you're
not
not
Bishop.
telling the truth.
No, I'm being dead serious.
Puppy,
Bishop
can
is
I
the only
can I
champ.
give you a Sig 200, please? I don't want to pull him anymore. My Bishop would naturally,
Okay.
I have
Okay.
not put
Hold
a
up.
single Sig Stone into him. He's signature
Yeah,
level
you're so wrong.
920.
That's funny as
At least
heck.
you're not buying
People's
those
candy
absurd
compared
trophy
to
champions
7.
like Daredevil.
I have a
At least you
Daredevil.
got
Hell's
something right.
Kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not go for Daredevil.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of tempted
Yeah,
by Carnage. That's just me.
Just about that.
Did you
It's
get
like,
Carnage?
can't
About
imagine you
that.
guys would get Daredevil and Carnage. Oh wait, everyone in this call has Daredevil and Carnage. Rip.
I have Daredevil. I don't have Carnage.
I
don't
don't think
have
anyone
either.
has
Target.
Carnage.
New target.
There's, is there anyone
Dude,
out there in the world
like
with
I
a
had
7-star
300 units
Carnage?
at the time. I could not justify spending
I
$300.
think someone does have a rank 3. I'll double check
Carnage?
that, but I'm pretty sure I might actually have a friend with a 7 rank 3 Sig 200.
Carnage is
Carnage?
the rarest
I've seen
champion in
a
the
rank 4
game.
now.
Oh, there's definitely some
Oh, there are
7-star
rank
rank 3
4s.
Carnages
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, no,
Oh
he's cool.
no, we've lost.
Yeah.
You just have a.
How long until you see a Carnage lock for Brawl qualifiers?
God.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
If
that is
happens,
my.
if
I'm
that
talking about all the
happens,
good things,
I'm
man.
waiting-
That's my biggest.
I'm waiting
current
for
issue.
another symbiote.
Blocking is
wow.
extremely frustrating. I need that gone.
Oh, puppy, I don't disagree.
Yeah, I'm
I
so
need it
sick of
gone as
locks,
well.
bro.
I don't know, man.
What's up,
I'm
Who?
waiting for
Good to
another
see you, my
symbiote
man.
to be a 7-star.
How you doing?
Summon
Didn't get
symbiote
DDHK?
7-1.
No.
Now that I'm in Bolt, how long is it going to be before they tell me to rank up either Silk or Okoye for certain
Tomorrow.
scenarios? Yeah.
They've already
No,
asked.
Tom,
You just haven't realized it.
Thank you, Imbalance.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank
They've
you,
been
Ned.
That's like the
mentally
first thing they've
pushing
done
it
is like
across the airwaves.
new player. How do we get him to rank up Silk and Okoye?
Mm-hmm.
Your Venmo doesn't work either, Truth.
Holy smokes,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay,
You know
son.
what? We're scrapping it.
Yeah, Ham, you're gonna play a map. You're gonna walk with a hybrid.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going through YouTube. They're gonna skim off one last time.
Done.
Dude, Cantona, I will be the first to discover Nova locking.
Nova locking. Get out of here.
That's
Please
crazy.
never speak to me again.
Bro, I gotta
Alright.
think about something. At least Nova locking sounds cooler than like
That
Silk
is
locking.
Cantona on call. Okay, so if
No,
my
it
math is
doesn't.
right, I've got just enough to work my way through grabbing Starkey, but there's stuff along the
You
way.
do. You do.
Wait, when Cyclops throws his specials, can that be considered locking because the opponent can't do anything?
Yes, kind of.
Oh
Almost.
Three
Maybe.
Titans.
I'm a-
Oh,
my
There you
God.
go, Truth. There you go, Truth.
Oh my
Don't-
gosh. Oh, I'm gonna
Don't
get
send money,
Jason up there
guys.
too.
Not until he spends his own. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, puppy. Oh my goodness.
Money is being thrown.
There
Oh, is
we
that
go.
puppy? You son of a
hell
bitch.
God damn it, puppy.
Truth is actually getting like coins thrown at him right now. That's
That's what I'm saying. Dude is like, no. I don't think you understand. Like, dude is like comfortably living in like a stone house in the 1300s, and people are still tossing him a gold coin through the window.
It's crazy.
Oh
crazy.
gosh, thank you so much.
I just
man.
realized, why is your YouTube name LPPSKM?
It was my old username.
Yeah, what does it
it's-
mean?
It's Legend Puppy Power Slut Kevin Malone. That is what
Oh
it
my,
stands for.
oh my god. What a nerd.
No.
We'll
Mustafa,
see, Joe. I mean, you know how they get.
Mustafa.
Chat gets worked up.
Mustafa, let's be clear. It's not as big as a nerd as the guy who puts everything on a spreadsheet.
Yeah, oh, that's
Okay,
true.
okay.
Noted.
Let's not get too many cheap shots at the spreadsheet. Okay, the spreadsheet
That's what I'm saying.
is very nice. Well,
Truth, wouldn't it be nice if you had a 7-star torch to guarantee you Battle Realm Brawl? Like that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
How many people do you think are gonna? How many brawl
crazy.
qualifiers do you think are gonna have torch ranked?
I think
so
everyone
many
who has.
people.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think anyone who genuinely wants to try and push for it probably will have a torch.
I don't know though, because there's not really that many Mystic Defenders other than like 2.
all right, let's
It's
pop
Rintra
these.
and Enchantress right now.
Truth.
Yeah.
Frodo
Yeah.
says, I don't have money, but I have hugs.
The occasional Nico.
Hey, I'm looking
Well-
forward to getting those hugs, Frodo. I'll see you in
and
a
there's
few
also
months.
the champions that also deal energy damage. So I mean,
That's
all the
true, but
cosmetics.
also
Yeah.
I think only like Serpent, right?
This, by the way, this
Cor-
is why you don't buy Valiant crystals.
Carolina.
Is she a defender?
Need to jot those down.
She
Exactly.
she can
Slim.
be.
Carolina
Class
is
is
nasty,
coming one
bro.
day.
That champ is so gross.
She's
oh
nasty.
no.
But she also, what I like so much about Carolina is that she doesn't feel like totally broken. She's clearly like
Like she
insane
doesn't feel like
damage.
Nico Minoru.
No,
Yeah,
no,
who-
it's not even that. It's like she has insane damage and she has good utility, but like she has clear weaknesses, right? Incinerate immunes are just bad for her,
Incinerate?
and using
That's what I
mystics
like.
against her is just like pretty much a death sentence for her.
That's what I like out of characters. Simple,
Holy
straightforward to
smokes,
follow.
look at
and
that.
very
That's the first
effective.
6-star
It's not
appearance
like
on
Nico
Crystal
Minoru.
7. This is why we
I can
don't buy
imagine-
Valiant
yeah.
Nexus crystals for 7,500
I think that's the
units, by the
differential
way.
between her and like Okoye, because like Okoye having the if they're bleed immune, well you're gonna pause your shocks and vice versa. I think that's a little stupid, but that's me.
New champions make this game way too hard for a new player to try to get the grasp of. I know a lot of people that quit just because of the new releases, because of how complicated they are.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna disagree with that, but I also think if every single character is entry friendly, then I think there's something wrong. But that's
When you're, I understand, because when you're going 2 characters per month, you're gonna get to a point, and we're well past this point where you have to innovate with every character,
10
and it just becomes more and more
Iron
complicated.
5
Heart.
stars.
Yeah.
Goat Heart. God Heart.
Oh,
10
no.
5 stars.
Drew looks thrilled.
Okay.
Yeah, he
so
looks
we know
really
we're gonna
happy.
go at least a couple rounds here.
Especially
do this.
at the end of the last one.
No, I
Uh,
think Enchantress and Serpent were probably I would not have released them as they were. I think
Enchantress
Enchantress.
is my least favorite designed character in this
Yeah,
game, other than Venom.
Enchantress is like annoying, but Serpent is like genuinely what on earth were you thinking?
Yeah.
I know you guys don't like the defenders. I'm just gonna say I really enjoy offensive Enchantress. I know there was a lot of blowback about the spells mechanic and everything.
Get
like that,
outta
but I just
here.
think they have such a good
You,
time.
you,
Offensive
Charbons,
Enchantress.
and Puppy are all the same person, I swear.
I also like
yeah.
it. I also like offensive Enchantress. I don't want to hear it.
I think
Get outta
offensive
here,
Enchantress
offensive
is
Enchantress.
cool. I
So
just think
gross.
she's bad. Bro, you
I
can think
don't
a
know-
champ is
yeah.
bad and still fun.
That's
Is no
what,
one gonna
yeah,
talk
that's what I'm
about
saying. Like,
Charbons being in here?
Fun bad.
I think if Enchantress was any better on attack, then they could not have made her the complicated character that she was.
I think
And I think that's where they hit
based
the nice
on
happy medium.
thoughts and discussions we had earlier, I think in tier B or in value tier 2 here, we're gonna go with A. I
Yeah.
want to take a couple
You deserve
shots
to
at
the
this
emotes, Charbons.
fantastic force.
Charbons is tagging me saying your fave is Gladiator. We all know. It's just Charbons
Ugh,
in the
get outta
VC
here.
chat. Yeah, gross.
Let's grab this Titan.
There we go.
Frodo
Fair.
says Frodo and Charbons would be good friends. I feel like LMAO. Yeah, you're not wrong.
We got room for one more.
Hey, Frodo, while you're at it,
Sorry about that.
while you're at it, he's a big Rocket fan too.
CCP selector.
Yeah.
So
Content
Truth,
creator program selector.
Roast show. Don't even.
So, Truth, how much would I have to, like, you know, send for you to take that Spider 99 real quick?
No. Puppy, there's no number. There's no number, bro.
Puppy. It would have to be enough for him to be able to loop back around and get back to tier 4.
Yeah, that's what it would have to be.
We're doing it again.
Is this in tier 4?
I don't know.
No, Starkey's not in the second one. This is the only time.
There's no number, bro.
Never mind.
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah, you only get them once.
Yeah, I need a Starkey. I need a Starkey.
Well, they're both spiders. Maybe
that's
you
nice
just
right
get
there.
them
That
mixed
feels
up.
nice.
If you squint real hard, they look the same.
Yeah, they're both Spider-Men.
Little did you know that was actually Spider 99. He's just hiding.
No.
Yeah.
Filtered by
dare
science,
you.
you'll see him.
Frodo and Sherbones will be good friends. I can see that. Thank you, Hake. Thank you, someone here. Someone trying to talk some sense.
I wonder how many get OG Spidey and Stark Spidey mixed up.
All right, we got 7-star
Or Iron Man
Nexus.
Infinity War and OG Iron Man. There's a lot of characters like that.
Oh, that was a big one. That was a big.
Not need that.
That was a big
Stone doesn't need
addition
more.
to need. I really needed that on the account. Science wise,
like DLC.
Spider Woman.
Yeah,
Of course, there's
he's
that.
crazy.
And Torch.
I mean, today's July 4th. That's like that's like a side quest getting Carolina today.
Yeah, nothing there. And Okoye from a Titan would be great.
So Truth, when you were on the web store and you bought those things that just showed up in your account,
yes,
did you use the money that was donated from Rob, Slim, and Puppy in your calculation? Are you counting the money that you spent on the web store right now? Did you put your donations in mind as you were buying that stuff?
I see the smile. I see the smile.
I see the smile.
That's such a specific question, Yusafa.
No.
Why do you have to be that way?
No, so I'm more than pissed off at Puppy, Rob, and Justin because they have tainted your budget. Probably was still $400, and they just added to they offset some of that $400,
which is very appreciated.
Which is very appreciated, which is great, whatever. But the goal here is to get you to spend more, right?
Yeah.
They should have waited. So how far away on the web store are you from the 7-star torch?
I spent $400. I am $200 away from 7-star torch.
Okay.
Do you think anyone's gonna go for that second?
No,
torch?
In terms of the market points, I think that's what he's asking. Like, what's your total market points at right now?
Yeah. 1 second. Let me go take a look real quick. Because I'm sure it's got to be that, right? 198. I need 198 market points to claim 7-star.
That's 2 Odins.
That's
so
only
far
2
away,
Odins,
bro. So
that's
far
only 2 Odins is a crazy.
That's only 2 Odins.
It's just
crazy.
that's the economy we live in.
Odin.
It's just 2 Odins. Like
it's just a couple of Odins, man.
It's really only 1 Odin because Puppy gave you $100.
Yeah,
but
it's only Odin.
So close. It's not that close, Hoop. It's not that close.
So it's
I did
very
claim my free daily market points.
It's just an Odin.
It is 1 Odin troop.
It's just 4 letters.
One.
Just 4 letters.
Just one.
It's just
4 letters, but also the unit deal, not the champion.
Oh my gosh.
Don't go ranking up Odin because we keep seeing Odin.
I do like Odin, actually. He's a good champion.
Yeah, he's great.
Good champion.
Unrelated.
Rank 4 Odin.
But Odin also doesn't give you units. If he did that in base
No.
kit, I'd actually think he's the best character in the game.
So you're telling me Unit Man could be a reality?
No, not Unit Man,
Sometimes.
just Odin.
Just Odin, okay. Well, that's disappointing.
Like
I
you can
know
you can
who,
sell
but that's-
Odin.
But
for
see,
1
it
Odin.
wasn't 2/3 of the way. It was we targeted Starkey. That's where we made it to. This is very reminiscent of the Heart of Fire conversation that we had, and I know that Yusafa again is here. You hear him. But he must be a good salesman because he's in there just like, so I couldn't help but notice. I couldn't help but notice that you wound up at this number and not this other number.
might be wondering how you got here.
Right?
That's me. You must be wondering how I got here. It's simple, really.
10 Odin short.
All right, let's pop those. Look at that. We finally got a second
Only
6
one
star.
Odin away.
Oh gosh.
Can't believe it, guys. Christmas is just a week away.
You guys are gonna keep yapping at me, but we're not there. It's not the time. Okay, I understand we made it a chunk of the way there, but we're not there. I've not been convinced. I have been convinced though that we have some crystals to open. We're still chasing one more of those targeted champions. Actually, a couple more. We are chasing a Shothra or a Hood. Those are massive ones. I've got Dark Phoenix at rank 3. I don't run her in my deck because I don't have counters.
Wait.
I don't have a couple of the best
Is Hood in
counters.
the basics?
What's that?
Is Hood in the basic?
Yes.
Chopper's
Those are the
in
basics.
the basic. Hood is in the basic. Yeah.
Titan wise,
Both are just Mega Days.
we would love a Spider Woman. I would love a Gallon dupe because I have an Awakening gem, but I don't want to give it to him. I would love a Bastion dupe. I would love a Jean Grey dupe. I would love a Rintra dupe. I would love an Okoye for the first time. I would love a Zola dupe. I would love a Gentle dupe. So we're batting pretty well in Titans. I would love to crush most of those and maybe save the next Titan Nexus. I don't know. We'll see how it all shakes out.
Are you going A here, right? You're
Puppy
doing
done.
A here, right?
I mean, technically
Yeah,
that's
alright.
true, Hoop, but don't forget, YouTube skims and all the things, right? I mean, come on now. We got to account for taxes and all. Yeah. I mean, yes, Hoop, your math is accurate. To sell high-grade military missiles, Tony, Yusafa has to be a fantastic salesman. Absolutely true. Let's get the Boyo. Should we pull the Boyo in? You guys on call? Do we want to pull the Boyo in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's time.
if anyone's gonna bring that big opening energy, it's gonna be the Boyo. Oh, that's true, Slim. We got those too.
Yeah.
Boyo! Oh, look, you made it.
Oh, he's already
You
there.
made it.
Did he listen? Yeah, he must
How
have
you
been watching
doing?
stream.
Rocking the top
yeah,
gun
he
stream.
was
He was ready to go. All right,
He was
son.
watching stream.
Our friends have been helping sponsor some things. We're investing today in expanding the account. We've got some 7 stars to open. You know what we're chasing. You know what we're still looking for. We won't tell them. Don't tell them, or they'll hear us.
I think we need a previously on TruthComic. I forgot.
Incoming Ebony Maw. I'm betting on Maw.
Get out of here,
Don't
puppy.
say that.
Don't do it.
My bet.
Oh, she's right there.
Oh,
Come
one up the
on.
chakra.
Oh,
Game's
Oh
trolling.
man. The game knows.
last time it
You
rolled
have a baseball
over her.
nexus
This
too,
time
right?
it stopped just shy.
Kabam wants you to
Guessing
take
the
up
next
other
one is
position.
leader.
No, you better not, puppy. How dare you?
Oh no.
Hey, I just,
Wishing me a
What is
Sig
it?
140.
I just rank 3, my
leader.
lord. I would not mind 6.
Oh no,
Come
puppy.
on,
No.
come on, come on.
Ironheart.
No.
That's not bad. Is that a dupe?
No,
Is
she's duped and stuff and things. I like my Ironheart, but
I think I'm delayed.
Goat hard.
I noticed that you're also getting rolled over from Joe Fixit a lot.
it? Yes,
yeah,
that's
I
twice
wouldn't mind
that's
some
happened
Joe Sigs. I like my Joe.
I finally duped Joe Fixit, and I'm very
I
tempted
think
to rank
Cord
3
is
him
next.
just
That's
because-
my guess.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
God
guessing
you're 0
North
for
Star.
2. Puppy, can you go 0 for 3?
Puppy, if it's North Star, you're giving me $50 again.
Oh no.
Spider-Man.
I'm guessing Domino.
Ooh.
It's gonna be Domino.
Ooh,
Falcon.
we don't like those Sigs.
Oh.
Come on. Ooh.
Ooh.
J Will would be. J Will
I'm
would
sorry,
have
Jay
to
Will.
work.
Yo,
I'm
where's
sorry. I know
J-Will,
you're out
bro?
there,
Where's
but
J-Will?
Alright, so
Thank you.
Titans, and then you go to the Nexus stuff, yeah?
I do have a 7-star Nexus. We're gonna go there first.
Okay. Right, because that might determine your Fantastic Force choice. Or whatever,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Joe. When is that Falcon going to rank 4, Truth?
Yeah.
Please, let me be.
Right after War Machine.
Alright, I'm guessing. It's
Hey,
gonna be
this
crazy.
means
I
that
mean,
War
we have
Machine
to
is
take
ahead
her
of
Moon
Moon.
Dragon.
That's great.
He's got
puppy, that's
uses, but
great.
that's
Oh,
not a
man.
Shothra.
Moon Dragon.
It's
Yo,
still a W,
Moon
though.
Goat. Moon
It's
Goat.
Moon Goat. I mean, Dragon, not Goat. Sorry.
That was Puppy's
The OG
payback right there for
bald-headed
that,
demon.
that sweet, sweet donation.
Now you can do Wheel of Fate.
Now you know.
Pretty good.
Yeah, you can solo that
Okay,
boss in 24
now we'll go with the Titans.
right.
So again, our Fantastic Force. We may or may not. All right, we got a bunch of good stuff in here. Bunch of good stuff. Let's go.
Incoming Spider Woman.
I'm calling Joe.
Spider Woman is. Spider Woman is.
Spider Woman would be glorious.
Please no
Dean
Cyclops.
would be glorious.
I would wish that on my worst enemy.
Hit Monkey.
Truth.
Oh man.
Not glorious.
Joe says.
How
Afro
delayed
Women.
am I?
No.
Hit Monkey is not
That's
as
no
glorious.
bueno. Okay,
huh?
I
we're
just
gonna
thought
just
Sig 40 hit monkey too.
No.
we're just gonna restart this.
Yeah, close the
game.
gate. Yeah. Don't let that.
We're gonna
don't let that
restart this
stand.
game.
The
Let's
game crashed. That's crazy.
work all that out of here. Big
That's
game crash.
crazy.
I'm sorry.
Say what
I
you
did not
will.
see a hit
You will be
monkey.
ranked for a Falcon, be a
Yelena.
nuclear weapon for a few more days. That's fair. I'm not pushing in this meta though. So, does anyone have an alliance recruitment line group chat I can join? Looking for a P1 top 100 alliance. They definitely
there's
exist. I am not in them. If you hop into
Yeah,
my
Tana,
Discord,
you should get him in that one that Cody has.
I think Puppy was saying
You
he's
know
gonna
the-
help you.
You know that one that
That's what
Cody
Puppy
has,
said.
the recruitment chat? I know that chat isn't super active, but you can usually find alliance in there.
I am
Alright.
pretty sure it has just turned into complete madness. I have
Back
not
to
seen anything
Anarchy.
done in there in ages.
You know what? Fair
Anarchy.
enough.
Hopefully this link
was
works
gonna-
since
I'm surprised I
nothing,
haven't
no
been
links
kicked
were
yet.
working. I was popping it in right now, Joe.
Oh no.
Incoming Gallon.
Please, Gallon.
Ooh, that would be nice. Hey, let's go. I was debating a
Nice.
generic.
Nice.
No generics
nice.
today, baby. Let's go.
Wow, that's
Nice.
fire. Congrats,
Good
Truth.
for you, man.
Congrats.
Yes. Yes. That's beautiful.
I'm jealous.
Very nice. Very nice. Good pull, son.
Fire
Good pull.
truth.
Yeah, she's already at rank 3, rank 4.
Are you gonna rank 4, Truth?
Question mark.
Is that gonna be one of your rank 4s?
Incoming Rintra.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow, hoops. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, big
Wow,
hits,
Puppy.
no whammies, no whammies.
You got Rintra incoming.
That's
Yeah,
wait.
Puppy called it.
Oh, you
He
called the
did.
Rincher, you puppy.
How dare you,
Yeah,
Puppy.
that's a
What
great
are you
first time
joking?
dupe. Great
He's
first time
joking.
dupe. We want that dupe. He's also already at rank 3. So that's a
You're
dub.
gonna get Yelena.
Shock horror. Puppy did something to make people.
That
dislike
one,
it.
I would. I
think
mean, I
this
want to
one's
sig her,
Sebastian
but I
Duke.
would hurt a little bit because I did
Oh,
give her the
no.
skill gem.
Not
I
again.
feel like this is Gallon, bro. This is definitely Gallon.
No,
Is
Spider-Woman,
that Gallon
man.
coming right now?
No, this is Spider-Woman.
Let's go. Last champ I want from the Titan got a mutant gem waiting. Let's go, AA Ron.
Guaranteed.
Let's go.
Spider-Woman.
Let's go.
Oh
No! Suffering and pain.
Oh, did you just watch?
Why are we hating this?
Suffering and
This is
pain.
good.
No, that's so bad.
Actually, you know
Puppy.
what?
This
First time
is
awakening.
This
No,
is
it's
good.
not. You know what? I know it's
Oh.
not what you wanted, Truth, but
Hold on.
first time awakening's not bad, and there
That's
is hope
true.
for rebalancing. And
true.
he actually
He's
probably
good. Why is everyone hating him?
He is bad.
because
He's
no
not
offense to
not
Falcon,
bad. He's-
no offense to
okay.
Falcon,
Puppy, hush over here.
no offense
I'm
to Falcon. I will never have a problem with Falcon.
Hey,
Falcon is
you know
a
what?
great,
You know what
Okay.
Falcon's a
science?
good character.
You know what science champ is better than Torres?
I
Human Torch.
Luke Cage.
all
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torch is
Human
not
Torch.
better than Joaquin.
Human
Human Torch is better than
I've
Joaquin.
heard
I'm just
things.
saying.
Not a chance.
son,
I'm
don't
gonna
egg
be
them on.
Torch.
Don't
How
egg them
about
on.
I'm gonna be
Oh.
so honest though. The only downside to Falcon is that unfortunately every single niche that he would possibly have is handled by like the top tiers. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
only
true.
issue with him. I love
Egg.
the character. It's a really cool design. That's
I have a
Just-
big
if
brain
he countered
question for
this,
you.
he would be great because then he would fully counter Enchantress in every way.
yeah.
The big brain question is Titan Nexus first or the Fantastic Force first?
Titan Nexus
Fantastic
first.
Force.
Titan
No. You do Fantastic Force
Fantastic
because then
Force.
if you got like Spider Woman in there, you don't have to take her from the other one.
Yes.
Then-
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah. Fantastic Force. He's right.
Okay,
You're
we
right.
got 2 of these bad boys. Let's see what we get.
They should have
AFO officially done. No Diablo. I'm sorry to hear, bro.
They should have wrapped a big.
Also, don't forget about your Valiant Nexus crystals from the selectors throughout the track, Ruth.
Oh, I opened those. I got 10 5-stars and a 6-star. While we were yapping.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's
My
why
bad.
we don't buy them with units. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Half says Truth. Did you buy the rest of your store yet?
No, half. It's no. I have not.
Yes.
See what we got?
Zola?
Let's see what we got.
It's on
Ooh,
its
that's
way.
juicy,
New
baby. We
Mojo's not
like
bad.
that.
New Mojo's not bad.
We take
New
that
Mojo's
first
not bad.
time mojo. Let's go.
That's not bad.
No, that's a great
Hey, Truth
pull.
has
I
come
need
to the
mystics.
light.
I need mystics.
And he.
Yeah,
And
Truth
his
wants them.
Mr.
Truth wants them too.
Walker is in shambles.
Oh, it's getting
Betting
better.
Omega Sentinel will be in the next one.
Well, sort of.
He says Omega Sentinel. Anyone else have any predictions?
I think Bastion.
I don't even know.
I
who's
also
in it.
think
Bastion
Omega
Duke?
Sentinel.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Spider
You
Woman.
can't get torch from these, son, unfortunately.
What?
Kindred Skull.
Even your son wants
Hey, we
torch.
take
Ew.
that though. Saved ourselves a loyalty crystal.
Yo,
take
the
those
goat,
Kindred Sigs.
Mordo.
Just kidding,
My
we got
king.
Mordo. Let's go.
No,
Couple of good mystics. Let's
Oh.
go. Let's see.
not like this. We're giving Puppy
so
exactly
you
what
were
he
talking
wants.
about Human Torch. Half wants to know if you're okay with not eating dinner for a week. So I can go buy some. Yeah. No, no, thank you. No, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
crazy.
Hap.
That goes.
Half.
Let's go.
crazy.
2 mystics.
There you go,
Two
Half.
mystics. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Feed the family
nothing
or
from
get
the
a
Titan.
7-star awakened human
Okay,
torch.
So we
Frodo,
got
you
one
are a
more
madman.
big
Frodo,
juicy
I-
Titan
I-
Nexus. Let's
Frodo,
go.
I really like him, but that's you're pushing it on that one.
Mordo is better
Um,
than Kushala.
Mordo is.
Frodo
I'm a
says
big
that
Mordo
Mordo is
fan.
better than Kushala.
Yeah,
No,
and
he's
he's right.
not.
Bastion Duke. Bastion Duke.
Oh, there it
Bastion Duke,
is.
Bastion
There it
Duke.
is.
Yeah, let's go.
Bastion Duke.
We gotta take that.
called
And as
it.
much as I
My
would
bad,
love
my
to
bad.
dupe my Red Hulk right now, I can't do
Dang,
it.
Yeah,
Why are we
take it to
dismissing
you.
Red Hulk, bro? He's right there.
20.
I
My
can't
goat,
do
rank
it.
3 Sig 20.
I can't do it.
My goat is rank 3
Sig 20 Bastion. Let's go. Let's go. W.
You got anything else for me?
Nice, man.
Passing up on Rolk, bro. He'll remember that.
Thank
He's
you.
gonna be in
Thank
the
you, Boyo.
next
Good
Titans.
opening. Great
Oh.
opening.
Truth. While I'm thinking of it, did you already open the AG Nectar Crystal?
I don't think I got. Did I get one of those?
You
I
should
don't
have.
think
from
I
the
made it
track.
that far.
I believe.
Or did
think
I?
You did. I genuinely do.
I think you're right.
Oh, you would have been close,
Actually,
maybe. Hold on a second. How many? See, I can't
No.
see the market points from the previous one down. You must have been close.
let me take a look real quick.
I can't tell. how
Yeah,
far
I'm
the
not
track
there
went.
yet. No, I'm one off.
Okay.
I got
okay.
the 1
Well,
to 2 gem, the Fantastic Force. Yeah, that's where we're paused.
Oh,
we're
you
at
had
400 market points.
You had more
402.
starting units. That's why. That's my bad. You had more units to start off with than I did.
Yes. We made it this far. We made it this far. Solid work. Thank you, Imbalanced. I appreciate that. It's a Nexus.
This
Now that's
far,
next.
so
now
far.
technically, borderline. I should theoretically be investing in that based on what Puppy sent. But he honestly got so many good pulls out of my crystals that I feel like it's evened out. Like Puppy got himself a Moon Dragon for me. He called me a Bastion.
Wait, hold
Duke
on,
for
hold
me.
on. Why are we acting like they're my champs?
That's like
They are, because they
He got
are.
me a Mordo
They
for me.
are.
All
Puppy,
things that
I feel
he
like-
loves
They're
that
so
I now
crazy
have.
that you only. Yeah, they're champs that you, Frodo, and Sherman's only use.
yeah, you made Moondragon your legacy. That's like your main character, and you're kind of here like, whoa, why are you guys associating Moondragon with me? Stop it.
Because dude, I feel like mine is Isophene more than anything.
No,
Solid
It's
work.
Moondragon.
Mojo really wants the dupe. I have a
you're the one
Cosmic
that had
Gem,
like a mental
2
breakdown
generics.
when Cantona was using Moondragon wrong against Deathless Thanos.
He sucked with her. He was terrible with her.
He soloed.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he
he
did
soloed,
nothing
though. It took
interesting the
30
entire
minutes.
fight. He wasted 30 minutes of his life on that fight.
Still
Yeah,
solo.
wasting 30 minutes is
Yeah,
worse
and I
than wasting
wasted your rank
$1,000.
4 into Britain.
I hate
Nugget. The reason why we were giving him hate is because they were saying that Mordo's the better Kushala. That's why we were giving
Mordo
him
is
hate.
better than Kushala. Like,
no
this
way,
just
that's
ends
crazy.
the
Ah,
statement.
Puppy.
That's
True
crazy.
statement.
You don't have to say stuff
Yeah.
just to be wild.
Okay,
You're
Puppy.
so
Puppy.
easily disliked.
This is wild.
Puppy.
Dislike
Let me
Cap.
let me make this extremely clear. You guys are sounding like Jaw right now, and you do not want to sound like Jaw.
I don't care. I am right.
Oh,
Mordo is
Thank you,
better
Ed. Thank
better
you.
than Kushala, and I will stand on that for the rest of my life.
oh.
All right, someone kick
Yeah, I
Puppy from
got
the
the
channel.
duped Bastion Afo. I like that.
Hey,
I do.
Puppy,
I
I
love
have a
Mordo
question
too.
for
I'm a Mordo fan. He's a little wild. He's a little fun and wild to play.
I have a natural Sig 180 Kushala, and she will never go to rank 3.
Half says Puppy needs to be
come
stopped.
on. Okay, but we chased one champion. We chased one champion, you'll note. Not 2 champions. Not 3 champions. 1 champion. And it's been a long time coming. He has to go up first. He has to be the first one who gets ranked up. That has to be Stark and Hand Spider-Man. Unquestionably.
Yes,
I don't really have SIGs for him or anything like that.
Gee, if only there were 75 SIGs up for grabs.
If only there were 75 SIGs up for grabs.
If only.
I think
It's all part of the script.
Hey, what's up,
It's
Judah?
all part of the
What's up,
script.
Judah? Thinking of which, July 4th is
Oh, 75, the next milestone? Ah, if only.
Right. Oh, I was actually talking about in the deals, in the unit deals, right, where you have to choose between the tier 7 and the 75 SIGs.
Don't deviate.
But I like where your head's at, Cap. I like where your head's at.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late to the call, but you know I'm always your cheerleader for these things.
I appreciate
So y'all better support your boy Truth. Y'all been watching him for 2 hours.
Are we 2 hours in already? Oh my gosh, we
Yep,
have that much?
It took
Holy
you Truth
smoke.
2 hours to almost start opening Crystal's Truth.
Wait,
Yep.
Truth, you're streaming right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, Truth is streaming.
Was that serious? There's no
Yes, that was serious. I just got home, so.
Oh, no.
We're
I
live.
thought you didn't get the notification, Damon.
Wait, you were
Yo, 11.
I haven't looked at Discord all day.
No.
it's Oliver, you
That's a completely unreasonable way to look at those 2 champions. Absolutely unreasonable, and you know it.
It's a true statement. Why are we
It's
acting
not.
like it's
no,
not
it's
true?
not. It's not even
It's
remotely
actually
true.
a truth statement.
What, you're saying that Kushala has
It is not a
defensive
true
value?
statement.
Are we saying that Kushala has defensive value right now?
One, I'll say
I mean, she's
multiple
got
things.
that
Mordo has
One,
defensive value.
we're saying that Kushala does indeed, with her energy resistance, can buy you enough time to win defensive rounds.
That's
2,
crazy.
We're also
That is
saying that
cap.
Mordo has
double
defensive
immune,
value.
can block unblockables, can regen on block, doesn't have a wild and crazy heavy charging playstyle.
What's wrong with a wild and crazy charging heavy playstyle?
I gotta agree with Puppy on this one. What's wrong with
You
a
guys
wild
like
and
shots,
I
bro.
didn't say
What's
there was
wrong
anything
with
wrong with it.
playstyle?
Okay,
You
but
guys-
Chandra
There's
also
nothing
has a
wrong with
block
it.
Chandra is not
special.
insane.
But they're
Chandra
not
is not
equal.
insane.
That's what I'm saying.
Chandra also
They're
has
not the
unblockable
same
specials,
thing.
Let's be honest here.
I'm
If
just
Mordo
gonna
had a
say-
guaranteed unblockable SP2 when you were charging heavy, we'd feel differently about him. Let's be real.
I
I'm just
don't
gonna
think
say,
that's true.
I'm just gonna say, do you know who melts every Mystic Defender out there?
Torch.
I've heard
Human
you know,
Torch.
I've heard that
I'm just
Joaquin
saying.
Torres actually crushes the Mystic class. I just haven't tested it out myself.
You saw this. Are you talking about Spider-Woman?
No, we're talking about. We're talking about my.
Nailed it.
No, we're talking about Red Hulk. We're talking about Red Hulk over here.
Thank you. Thank you, Damon. I appreciate the membership.
Talking about Red Hulk.
I might even say it's a poor man's Human Torch.
Mordo is a wild and crazy guy. Dude, I'm not. I like playing Mordo. He's very risky. Like but it's pretty satisfying to like just hold that block, get that special one, and if you get that timing down, you just cheese special ones.
So we
Bro,
were giving
Mordo is the goat, and-
we weren't giving Mordo hate, but when I don't remember who said it in chat, but someone was saying that Mordo is a better Kushala. That's where
Frodo.
we drew the line. That was Frodo. Thank you.
There it is. We got the Starkey. We got him at Sig
You're
1.
crazy, puppy.
We all know Truth's going for Torch, just holding us hostage until he comes to his senses.
That's right.
No, bro.
That's right.
No? I understand
Truth,
what
how
you
long
guys
do
are
you think
saying,
that
but-
you're gonna go? I'm gonna piggyback off of you, but I'm not trying to take anything away from you.
What are you doing?
I just sent it to everyone. I didn't just send it
That's
for
a good question.
to
I mean, I'm
everyone that
basically
was
just at
online.
rank ups now, so not a tremendous amount longer. Let's call it somewhere between 20 and 40 minutes. I don't know.
Okay, I set it for 50 minutes from now, but I can start early if you finish.
Judah, it depends. Are you going to go after Torch? Because then you know that you may bring me over.
That's crazy.
Yeah, mine might be. I'm not gonna be able to yap as long as Truth. I might have to have him on 2 yap for me, but it might be a little bit shorter.
You can have him. You can have him give your audience the spreadsheet breakdown.
Yeah, let's go, bro. We'll
That's
go
what
right
I
back
wanted to
through it.
look at because I streamed the J4 opening from last year, and I wanted to see like, you know, year over year how equal they were.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure they're pretty on par with each other.
Half are crazy.
I think so.
It's just a lot more.
Half says this event last week was so really only like $5.
I'm just gonna give him some of these. I can do whatever I want to
What
with
is
those.
this
Let's
crazy
give this
half?
guy some SIGs.
That's crazy half.
$45
$5 a day for Torch.
Oh, I've waited so long.
How's that even one of those, like,
so long?
Yeah, I don't.
$5.
It's
I'm gonna be real.
That math ain't mathing.
I'm gonna be real.
Half.
I'm gonna be real with
$25
Half.
a
I'm gonna be
day.
real with Half, listen. When you phrase it like that, it sounds like one of those like really crappy Flex Deal ads that you see on TV, where they're trying to talk about financing tape. It's like you're financing me a Human Torch.
Well, it's also a totally wrong amount of. It is just wrong.
We're gonna loop back
I didn't even
around.
want to go there.
Torch
I didn't even want to go there.
2 low payments of $299.99.
14
payment of
$4.
$500.
The Massacre cost me a generic. He did cost me a generic, but I got a generic with the Starkey, so this is where I'm gonna back myself into some Usafa math and be like, nah, it cost me nothing. It was I was so far down the road already.
$5 a day.
It was
You
basically
barbecue
like
any
nothing.
Mystic from Battlegrounds, Enchantress, Rintra, Sasquatch. They're all gone.
Usafa stream earlier was such a flex. He was like, all right, I want y'all to think of anybody that you could rank for and let me know. And everybody in chat just starts popping off the obvious answers. Yelena, Nico, Carolina, Usafa. Already got her rank 4. Who else? Already got her rank 4. Who else? Already got her.
Oh,
Like, dang
gosh,
it.
Usafa.
Who don't you have?
Bro, I could have came up with some answers.
Crazy Usafa.
I could have came up.
I
with
even included Truth. I even included $10 extra that YouTube's going to take from you. All right, so I was that kind.
Usafa
You gotta
is
do it.
the man.
For real. For real.
Here comes those 75. 6 stars.
Yeah, I mean,
Get in there, Drew.
Yeah.
Get in there.
you guys are wearing me down here.
No.
We'll continue to yap in the process.
Truth, it's time just to accept it. Your viewers love you.
They
They
do.
wanna-
He has no
I love
excuse
you
anymore.
guys.
He has zero excuse anymore.
Yo, what up,
Extra
Lord?
$200 he needed.
I came back, I deafened for like a minute, and I just see you.
Wow, Frodo, that's crazy.
Oh, Frodo, I see your wild talk there. I'll give you $100 for my oldest son's college funds if you rank 4 Moto and use a generic Awakening gem. I can't do that, Frodo. I couldn't do that.
All the son.
I'll
What's
second
the
that.
deal?
I'll add 100.
We all know who Frodo's favorite son is.
Just soak in
His
the love.
youngest. Joe-
I'm trying, Kurd.
That's crazy, Frodo.
I'm trying.
It's a trick question. He only has one son.
Command me, Lord.
Let's see
Okay,
the
so
torch.
if we're doing
He's
this,
doing it. He's concentrating on the web store right now. He's doing it.
I am looking
Yeah,
at
my
it. Yes, I am
Maximum
looking at it at
effort.
this moment in time.
Max-
Seeing if I've
maximum
been
effort.
broken down.
Squinting at it
Maximum
real
effort.
hard.
Have I been broken down far enough? I mean, yeah, he removed my excuse, which kind of sucks.
I know.
There you go.
Ooh,
Come on,
but you
Drew.
know what? I'm gonna have to think about this over a break. I see the computer starting to overheat. The heat wave's kicking in harder.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm gonna have to be right back.
No. No.
I have to be right
I'll
back.
be right back.
Oh, he
Gotta
actually went to
cool-
break.
gotta cool the computer.
Oh man.
We all knew he was gonna do it. We all knew
Yeah,
it. We all
yeah,
knew it.
we did.
Yeah.
Like he needed that nut. You saw it just casually dropping a red one.
That's crazy.
Listen,
He's quickly going canceling his part so it doesn't go through.
I'm just gonna say it. I wish I had a Yusafa in my corner if anti-venom ever comes to the base pool or something. Like, that's all I'm gonna say.
That's
Listen,
crazy.
No,
It
what
is
he's
indeed a
doing right now,
gift.
he's
And
talking to his
also
wife.
sometimes a
He's
curse.
saying, "Yeah, honey, you're gonna see a bunch of credit on the credit card. Just want to let you know, Yusafa took care of it. All right."
Yes, you're saying that
Mustafa's got it
sponsor who's been
covered.
sending
Mustafa's got it covered that you don't know.
the man who's been sending cash envelopes to our door has got it covered.
Half says at this point, Torch just comes for free with a $50 rebate.
That's
right.
not
Yeah.
true, Half. That's not how all of this money rolls. I assure you.
I'm actually curious about this. How much does that, like all the donos that you've had on stream today, how much does that actually make up the exact difference? Or do you like...
Not
does
the
YouTube
exact,
get
it's a
that
bit
big
extra.
chunk?
You're getting it.
Oh, okay. Because I'm completely...
I don't remember. I
Donos
gotta go
that
back and
came
double check
on
the
at
YouTube
245,
percentage.
he's
I
probably
don't
going to
remember
get
what the actual
about
YouTube percentage that they take
one-
off the top is. It's a good chunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they
Hey, he was, making
take
a
off. That's the thing with like YouTube. Like if you're gonna donate, you want to support the person. YouTube just they take
Takes a huge
20
yeah.
or 30% immediately for themselves, and then 20% for taxes. Which and you got to pay those taxes, right? Half. But I mean, YouTube just they'll get you.
Yeah,
They'll
and
get
to
you.
that,
Hey,
some of that falls on me,
you
of
think
course, because
Mantis can do Yelena Belova
I gotta set up the rest
Where
of the.
and what circumstance?
in
The stuff.
PGs like right now, 8-7.
If you time your special 2 so that she hits elimination mode at the same time, probably. But other than that, no, I don't think so.
I think I'm cooked, which means I'm
Yes, yes, you are.
Good. Lose points, huh?
I gotta rank Elena.
Dude, I'm down 100 points. I don't want to lose.
This is all a
anymore.
write-off.
Oh, that's crazy. That's a J Will thing. That's a J Will thing right there.
Yo, Half,
it's
that's
not
what I'm
wrong.
saying. I need you to set me up a little LLC.
Oh yeah,
You can just do it as
he
a
already
sole
got
proprietor.
6 new rank 4s from it.
Oh,
Okay.
one of them's come in.
Then if I wanted to do this the
There we
smart
go.
way,
Yeah.
I wanted to do this the smart
So
way.
that's what? Is that 2 more? That's 2 more Titans to open at the same time, isn't it?
Well, no, because I bought 3 Odins, so I bought out the Odins. I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out how to make up the last 100, basically.
Aren't there 4 Odins? Oh, also
Buy
you
the,
can.
the Paragon. The Paragon.
Yeah, the
Odin.
Paragon one is 47 point. It's like
Is it good?
3/4.
Is it
of
worth it, or should I buy other stuff?
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
3/4 of
I
it.
think it would work
7B,
for my
so it's not bad. Not bad.
That's not. Yeah, it's not bad at all. What's in? Oh, the Allfather Odin selector is not bad at all, is it?
Half that's too big
Yeah.
for work for me.
No, that's actually. Okay, I'm not gonna go so far to say that it's better than the Valiant, but it's not a terrible. Like if you're chasing champion acquisition, it might genuinely be better.
Well, I mean,
What's,
at a Paragon level,
'cause
if
of the
you
Nexus.
max that out, you get a rank 4 before you're even a Valiant.
Yeah, but like,
So
like I'm
Because
trying to
then
find the right
the
way to
other
phrase
route I
this.
could
Like
buy
if you're not after
3 of the
anything in the Titan and
briefcase
you're
and get some
hunting
of the
things
tier
in the
4
base
that I'm
pool,
missing to
that's
rank
4
4
7-star Nexus crystals. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to this.
It's killing me.
Yeah, you can be a sole prop. That's what I thought, Half. I thought you could do that stuff. It's just because of how
Yeah.
you do business.
Yeah, an LLC is not a tax entity; it's a legal
I
entity.
could go
believe.
the Odin
Um,
route on the
Yes.
Paragon, or I could buy a few of the Tony Stark's briefcase and get the tier 4 that I'm missing. It's a matter of if I want to chase
you're
Chakra,
missing
I
it?
guess.
Probably.
We should break out the spreadsheet and see what's more valuable.
True.
Plan.
You thought you brought that in yourself.
What are spreadsheets for if not for exactly this moment?
I mean,
This
that's
is what the
fair.
spreadsheet's been waiting for.
You thought you brought that in
We've
yourself.
just been yapping too much today, though. I've yapped so much.
Dude, this is just the beginning of it.
No.
This is
What,
just the
can someone
beginning.
remind me what the All Father Odin selector is?
It's,
It is.
If you click on it, if you click on the deal, it says a little description of right above where it says the details on the.
Oh,
It's
I
like-
see.
75% of a T7 or a 2 to 3 generic gem.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely take the.
So I get a 2 to 3 is what we're
75%.
saying.
I want to
so
say
I would
it's,
get
I
some
want to say it's
catalyst out of it.
75%.
So it would really be, do I want that, and 9? Which is 9 versus that. Let's take a look at some
Yo,
catalysts. Guys, I gotta break out the
Strange is
spreadsheet. Gotta break out the spreadsheet.
Ugh, we've gone too long, fellas, and I have to go. But
No,
I wish
I
you
need
the
you,
best
Perry.
of
Bye.
luck
Thank you,
Good
Papa.
on
riddance.
whatever you end up
Adios.
doing, and enjoy
Good
Human
riddance is
Torch.
me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Sure, but
you.
that's the only word I've heard from you tonight in almost 3 hours. That's crazy.
7, 2 to 3.
Goodness.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
I'll
gonna
go back on
pass.
mute.
We're gonna go with the
man.
guaranteed value.
That's crazy.
Let's do this.
Oh, I guess if no one else has talked to him during this time, Grass made me rank 4 null for the battle group.
Ooh, nice.
That's
a
not
good
bad.
rank up.
It's a good rank up.
Is it what I wanted necessarily? No, but like I'm also holding 2 for my own reasons, so I was fine to do it. If I had full control, I probably would have done Scream, just because I have so much fun playing her.
Oh, she is a ton of fun.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a minute to get used to some of these handles. Like the people that don't have the same name.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's fair. I mean,
So
All
I
right,
literally streamed
guys.
earlier today, and I didn't deal with that problem at all. So this is news to me. But
okay.
We made it. We made it. We made it. Thank
Even Yusafa
you.
was streaming
Thank you,
earlier, and I didn't notice
Yusafa.
that was happening in his end
Thank you,
either.
Puppy. Thank you very much for helping push things further than I was gonna take it. That's for dang sure. All right, we got ourselves some tier 4. I'm probably not gonna sit and rank a bunch of champs up right now. I'm probably gonna think about it and make a spreadsheet.
Yeah, and then we'll need another stream just for you to decide on who you're gonna rank.
oh hey, there's 50 more sticks for your Stark Spidey.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and grab some science. I have a feeling we're gonna rank up a science champ.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
Definitely need some of that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like if Hap is like. I can't tell if he's giving actual advice or if he's sneaky trying to get Truth to commit tax fraud. I don't know.
No.
It's one of
Half's
the
an
other.
accountant. He knows.
Frodo, you're crazy. Frodo says you better get some Mystic for Mordo.
Get out of here. All right, we got 2 Titans. Let's open a couple Titans.
I guess the only thing you're really hunting at this point is what, the Gallon dupe, right?
I'm hunting the Gallon dupe. That's fair. Actually, let's take a look.
You have a
I am
Spider-Woman?
hunting the Spider Woman, the Gallon dupe, the
And the Okoye.
Okoye, and the Zola dupe, and the Gentle dupe.
Okay.
So
I think
we'll-
one is
we'll
going to be the Gallon
do a
dupe.
couple
and
more.
I think the other will probably be. I don't know. I'd say best case, I think you get Gallon dupe and Zola dupe, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would like to save that Cosmic Gem if I can. Oh, we've got some more Gene Sigs. All right, that's not bad.
Oh man, why not the Zola?
Right, that would have been nice.
Dude,
Let's
I
back
would like
out.
to awaken my Zola so bad.
Back in.
I've been trying for
Give it a
months.
pause. Let it go.
He was here earlier, Strange. You missed it.
Yeah, Strange, you're 20, you're like 10 to 20 minutes late.
Not for this Strange. He was here earlier. He's eating dinner right now.
Yeah. The thing that Half told him he wouldn't get
Yeah.
for a week.
No, keep it
That's
going.
right.
No.
You better eat dinner tonight.
No.
No.
Okay, genuine question. Would you have taken? would you have taken the Red Hulk Awakening?
After
over
Puppy
this?
leaves.
Oh, 100%.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
I'm
Red
curious,
Hulk.
Drew.
I want to take him to rank 3. I want him to be awakened before I take him up, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you would have taken the Red Hulk dude then? Okay.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Okay.
sure,
Okay,
but
some more
for
Gene Sigs, some stuff, some things. We do have what, the Nexus Awakening gem over here?
It's in the crystals tab, not the shard
Yeah.
crystals tab.
There's nothing else, right? Nothing else.
Joe,
Nope,
he
nope,
just
nope.
he just got torched like five-ish minutes ago.
I did.
Yeah.
He
I
actually
did.
got torched.
You got it, Joe. Yeah, half you got
Okay.
it.
All right, let's see what we got. See what we got.
Half yes.
Science,
Cosmic?
tech, skill. Science,
Ooh.
tech, skill.
I mean that kind of boned you a little bit for the generic gem into Starkey, no?
A little bit, yeah. This is not the first time I've bit myself.
Okay. So, Science Gen. Potentially for an eventual Just Drew.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think... I mean, I have no idea what things look like next month, but I know there is 7-star versions of High Evolutionary up for grabs in some form. I'm trying to
I
think
do
what
need
else.
to awaken my
I don't think there's
Nefaria at
anything
some
else.
point.
Do you have Yelena?
I do have Yelena. I have her
think she's
awakened. I
due,
gave her a
yeah.
skill gem.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
for the Tech AG Truth,
Yeah.
are you on pace right now to pick up Solvark?
I have Zola.
Not Zola,
Solvark.
Solvark. The new idol.
Oh,
the new idol.
Solvark. Yeah, no, I will wind up getting Solvark. I definitely
Okay,
will.
so
That's
what I
fair.
ended up doing, and what I'm personally going to recommend for you, take the Tech AG. If we get to August and Solvark does not need his Awakening Gem like Lumitrix didn't, you could pop it into anyone like Zola who you still maybe have not awakened by that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That's
think I
personally what I'm
like
gonna be
that
doing.
because I've got Yelena. She got the skill gem. She's good. I don't have Luma awakened, but that's fine. He doesn't need it.
Oh,
I would
actually,
go for
one thing
Science
of it as well.
for
Are
Spider-
you?
for Spider-Woman.
Do you care at all about Mr. Fantastic?
No. No,
Okay,
not
so
really.
then Science is out. Then I think, yeah, unless you're holding it for Just Drew, I would say just go Tech. I think it's more guaranteed value for you.
Yeah, I agree. Because again, to your point, at worst case, I pop it into Zola.
Yep.
That's a win. Okay. Heck, it is.
And you know what? Cyber Weekend is only a few short months away. Just
No.
FYI.
Please don't remind
God,
us.
Yusafa,
Hey,
how do you
Yusafa.
live, bro?
Can you
I don't
believe it,
understand.
guys?
Hey, Yusafa, just a friendly reminder, you'll see Truth twice between now and Cyber. And
That's
Cyber-
right. That is right.
Oh my God.
That's right. I'll have time to wear him down.
Wait.
Oh.
Why twice? What am I missing here?
I'm gonna see him in
so-
August.
So she's gonna see him at the end of August.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
try
guys-
to. That one's not confirmed, but I'm going to Vancouver, so I'm trying to line up some work stuff in Georgia at the end of August. I've got it on the calendar.
Fire.
All right.
All right.
And,
I think
and
we've
everybody
about
here
made it
is
through
invited
Science
too.
for Torch. I'm
in
not
case
gonna
they wanna
awaken
go to
Torch.
Atlanta.
He doesn't need it. Skill
Atlanta is
Finder,
very
Good
far
body,
away,
Judas.
unfortunately.
I probably
Techless Maker.
Yeah, I can't do states travel at the moment.
You also have 2 generics or 1. I used 1 on Starkey, so I have 1 generic left. I have 1 generic, 1 cosmic. That cosmic is gonna go to Gallon. I probably won't open more of these Titans. I probably won't, based on where I'm at right now.
Unless you really actually do want that rope dupe, I don't think you should, personally.
I don't think I will. The only one that really is in there, Jessica Drew. I want her, but not worth chasing with all the rest
she's
of
in
what's
there
in
for
there.
a while.
Okoye, same boat.
Yeah. So I think it's, is it what? It's Spiral, Scream, Jack, Rintra, Hitmonkey, and Red Hulk. And if you're not after any of those 6, you can save it till September and be fine. And everything
Yeah.
else you'll want from the Titan that's in there right now will be in there still.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the plan. Cap, how close are you to going live? I think we're ready to come on over. I've been beaten into submission.
All
My
right,
soul
let
has
me,
been crushed.
if it's okay with you, I'm just gonna stay in this BC.
Oh, yeah. You could definitely stay in here. We'll just come raise you on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, give me 2 minutes.
Sounds good.
Truth, I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, Yusafa.
Good job. Good job, man.
It hurts a little bit. I hope you know. It hurts.
How does it? It doesn't hurt, man. You got
Does
tons of
hurt.
donations, man.
No, I didn't listen.
Tons of
I know
donations.
that. I I know that. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Puppy. Appreciate you, Slim. Appreciate you, Rob Smith. Appreciate you, Jay. And of course, Damon coming in with the membership. I appreciate you all for making the torch available, pushing me down the road. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Jay Willard, man, you missed it, man. He got some more SIGs on his Falcon, so he's gonna rank 4 him next.
I did. I'm not ranked 4 in Falcon.
Both Falcons, actually. Both.
Get out of here.
Both Falcons.
Both Falcons. Yeah, right. Pain and suffering, bro.
Even the crappy one. I'll let you choose which one is the crappy one.
Safa's on one today. Gotta love Usafa on deal days, man. He comes out. You get all that Usafa personality.
That's crazy.
He's got the
Okay,
fangs.
I need to rank for a mutant. I need to rank for a tech. And I need to decide what I'm gonna do with the rest of my stuff.
Rank 4 Gene right now.
Is that
I don't
tech
know
gonna
if
be
I'm
Sparky?
convinced on doing that.
Boo.
It's between her and Onslaught. But I'm not sure which one I want to take up first.
Is your what other tech options other than Starkey is it for you?
Bastion probably is up there.
So I'm kind of torn. Because I really want my first ones to be dual threats. So that's part of what's holding me back.
Okay.
Oh my God,
I'm kind of torn
You're
between
crazy.
Shocker and Zola. And
I
also
can
wanna
very
rank
much so
for
vouch
Jack.
for Shocker if you need vouching.
What's that?
I can vouch for Shocker if you need someone to vouch for a character.
I vouch
No,
for
I
Soccer.
think that it's
I
really
mean,
gonna shorten
I'd sit
his
on
loot,
Wardy,
right? He'll
man.
be able to special 1, special 2, basically everything. And I like that. Alright, looks like we're going. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go say hi to Kat. My chat is locked up right now, and it's not working, so
Yeah, I
let's
noticed
just
that
go
too,
over there.
And the what's it called? The studio that you use. Yeah, that's weird. That's wonky.
I do apologize, guys. It is getting late my time, and I do actually have a headache. I probably stayed longer than I should have, but I was not missing Truth getting that to work, so.
Thank you, Egg. Thank you.
All right.
See you.
Cheers, guys.
Alright, guys. It's all breaking down. It won't work. I gotta end the stream. My stuff is locked up. Let's go see Kat. He posted the link in the chat. Again, big shout out to Usafa, Puppy, Slim, Rob, Jay, and Damon. Big thanks, of course, to Usafa and Puppy. Gentlemen, cheers. Thank you. Next time, let's just get it all done at the beginning. Yeah, let's do it that way. Next time. All right. See you at Cap Stream. I'll see you guys early next week. And we'll talk to the guys on the call because they'll be there with us. Until next time, peace. Yeah, let's hit them with a truth raid. Oh, it all updated finally. Let's go.